I'm all excited. Hal Herman set to make an appearance a little later this morning. Froggy, any insight into exactly what Hal Herman is going to be discussing later this morning?
I just know it's all the latest real headlines.
Oh, yeah. All the latest real news because, with Hal Herman.
Hal Herman is on your side. Your side.
That is 100% right. Oh, you know what we have an update on? that tree service billionaire new bride. Man, this is great. That family's got to be ready to strangle her. Hey, Andrew, what time did we do that whole Instagram harassment name purchasing deal? Was that like at 7 o'clock yesterday? Is that when we did that? All right. So I'll tell you, in 1 hour, if you missed the whole Instagram story, this is crazy. And you might not know the name, but you've seen the trucks, and I think they were orange. There's this massive tree trimming company, and it's not like, Jose's Tree Service. And he bought some, used bucket truck from Tico with 287,000 miles on it, and he bought a chainsaw at Lowe's, and now he's got Asplund, Asplundh. Huge tree company nationwide. They do tons of utility work. They clear the power line paths of trees and branches. And I don't know if they still do, but they used to have those orange trucks, bright orange, and it just says Asplund. And it's a $5 billion a year company apparently in revenue. I mean, who the hell? I mean, it's a massive company, like a $5 billion revenue company per year. And the son of the owners and an heir to the fortune married recently this woman who then assumed the last name of Asplund. Her old name was Driscoll. And she found somebody on Instagram named Catherine Asplund who has her new married name, and she wanted it. And then got into this very bizarre conversation through DMs, wanted to buy the name, and then the person said you can't do it. It's against the terms of service. You can't sell usernames. It turned into this whole thing, and this woman who was approached to sell her name just got aggravated because it got nasty, and I'm going to report you, said the woman that wanted her screen name, and you're a fake, you're posing as me. It's like, no, I was born this way. You just got married into the name. So this is a crazy story. The whole DM chain has been released. So here's what's gone on now, and I'll give you a full update in an hour. Oh, this family cannot be happy with their new daughter-in-law. No. Because it's brought up some really older news about the company and their hiring practices. This is it's
hilarious. She's ruining the family fortune. It's like a movie.
I'll give you a little hint here. So two updates. Yeah. Apparently, they got into a whole lot of trouble with undocumented workers, and now it's dragged that whole story to the forefront. Oh, and
she's really putting them on the map.
Oh,
for her,
man! Yeah, what are those little family holiday get-togethers going to be like now? When this Asplund family, billionaires under the radar, and now she marries in, and within 10 minutes,
not even, yeah,
whatever. Wrecks the whole family. It's just giving them all this attention they do not want. All right, so Hal Herman headlines. Froggy, what is Hal's preference for Hal Herman headlines? What time should I shoot for to slot Hal Herman in?
How about the time?
Hang on a second. Hal's music is playing. Yeah.
Okay. Screw CNN. Hal Herman is the most trusted name in news.
Oh, yeah. That's
the most trusted. He's very excited.
Without a doubt. All right, so what time?
Whenever, the time we've done it for the last year and a half, I don't know, 7:45, 8 o'clock? 8:15, 8:30, 8:45.
I'm thinking 7:56.
Okay. It's a good time.
7:56-ish is what I'm thinking. Hey, Fester, do me a favor. Can you bring up that webpage with the name and contact information for the new postmaster in Tampa?
Yeah.
I think she's based at the airport where they lost my tax payments. Still, I mean, this is just a mess. You know, my CPA, my tax dude, Steve, my tax dude, he says that I'm in good shape because, you know, I have the receipts when I mailed from the kiosk. I even took a picture of me holding the things up. And I don't know, I would like them to preserve the video from the lobby that shows me putting my tax payments in the box at 5 a.m. on the 15th of April. I went to the airport. I didn't put these in a box, a mailbox on the street that get robbed all the time where mail thieves fish out mail. I put my 2 priority mail envelopes. I put both of them in the wall at Tampa, Maine post office early. I was there an hour before show start to mail my tax payments.
Maybe you should have mailed it in.
Seriously.
Oh, my God. Maybe I should have put it in a mailbox at the corner of Fletcher and
yeah.
Give me a...
Your way doesn't exactly work now, does it?
Yeah.
So both of my priority mail letters to the IRS, 2 different P.O. boxes up in Charlotte, North Carolina, neither has made it. The last scan shows received at Tampa when I used the kiosk to print out the priority mail postage for like $9.85 or whatever the hell it is. And my packages are nowhere to be found. Still stuck on 5:12 a.m. or something, April 15th. I'm just so pissed. I'm so aggravated. So I got 2 checks to the IRS that are floating out there. How do you lose priority mail envelopes? Where the hell are they?
There's a bunch of guys in the lobby with windbreakers on that say FBI on the back. They want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, MG.
Hold on. Let me follow this through. And why do they want to talk to me?
Because you didn't pay your taxes.
It wouldn't be the FBI. It'd be the IRS.
No, FBI. They
yeah,
know
they're
the
going to
other
do a
thing
whole
you did.
investigation.
No,
This has tipped him off.
No, that would be the IRS that is after their money. Nothing to do
No,
with...
the IRS told the FBI.
Right. They're coming in together.
MJ, could this be
What
part of
the
a...
hell are you saying, Froggy? You got
You're
the wrong
done.
you got the wrong damn agency, dude.
The FBI's going to bust your ass.
Come on, get the right agency, would you please? Yes, Fester?
Could this be part of a bigger deal where they saw that it was going to the IRS? They knew that there was a lot of sensitive information most likely in that envelope, and it was stolen, and without your knowing, you're a victim of identity theft?
Oh, no.
Son of a...
The FBI.
Oh,
You're going to get... Somebody's living out there as Todd Schnitt. Right?
Yeah.
So, you know what? Thanks for... you know what? I did think about that.
I just thought about it now, but they have a lot of... Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, if you file that as a deduction, they know about it. They have your,
That stuff does happen.
It does.
Yeah.
But that would mean something organized happened at the post office, that they've got thieves at the... And that has happened.
I don't put that past anybody.
Anyway, I'm grabbing my megaphone a little later on, and I've got to talk to the new postmaster. What was her name again?
What was her name?
Something Via Real or
Yeah.
something?
Jackie.
The soccer team?
Jackie Villamarie.
Villa Marie.
Why do you need the blowhorn? Whatever.
I mean,
Because I need to get through to Jackie. If you work for the Tampa Post Office, Tampa, Maine, you tell Jackie Villa Marie, or however you pronounce it.
they call her Madam Postmaster around there.
So if you know the 45th postmaster of Tampa, who was installed in June of 22, you tell her that she needs to talk to MJ from the MJ Morning Show about my 2 lost priority mail packages to the IRS. I'm so pissed about this. 6:09, just getting rolling. On a Friday morning, gonna be a very cranked up show. And crank is the operative word here. Back in a second.
Roll that back. You're listening to the MJ Morning Show. Woo!
621 at the MJ Morning Show. Still, I heard from people I haven't heard from in years, radio pals or other folks, as our Ric Flair interview has really just permeated. It was picked up by a lot of sports and wrestling things, and we were on TMZ and New York Post. Heard from people in New York. Hey, nice hit in the New York Post yesterday. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we scored that Ric Flair exclusive interview. No one else had that. When we just kind of cold called him, and we didn't have a cell number. I said, hey, if you have Ric Flair's cell number, text us. And they did. We got Ric Flair's number, so that's how we were able to call him. All right, you got the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 622, Friday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, the big money rolls on Monday. Monday morning, in this hour, 6 a.m., bright and early, we give away $1,000. The first one primes the pump. We give away $1,000 Monday morning to a random caller. I'll say caller 86, caller 29. It won't be that low. But, caller 105. So Monday morning in this hour, 6 o'clock hour, someone's going to win $1,000. I'll ask, hey, what's your first name? And then you need to know the first name of that winner for the $1,000 we'll give away in the 7 o'clock hour. Then you need to know the 7 o'clock winner for the 8, and then so on, 9 o'clock. And then for Tuesday morning at 6 a.m., you need to know who won in the 9 o'clock hour, the last one of the day. Listen, we're giving away $40,000 cash. 2 weeks, $1,000 a day, every single hour during the MJ Morning Show for 2 weeks. We've done 1 week in the past. That was $20,000. That was big. I've now doubled the offer, and you don't need to pay additional processing and handling. You don't. I had to get Sully to call in with that. Yeah. What do you mean, ugh?
He doesn't.
Are you just making noises randomly over there again?
He doesn't do many infomercials anymore.
Well, the infomercial thing kind of cooled off a little bit. All right, so it's the MJ Morning Show $40,000 cash heist. Your chance to grab some of the loot, like a Garda armored car robbery in a money warehouse on Easter weekend. They still no news on who ripped them off for $30 million by cutting into the roof. That's a crazy story. Anyway, $40,000. We start giving it away Monday morning, 2 weeks, $20,000 a week, every hour during the MJ Morning Show. This is huge. No one does this. No one's done. This is massive. This is huge. And it's brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits. Man, folks, if you buy beer and liquor and fine wines, you should go to Lucan's. Great local company, local family, Lucan's locations all over the Tampa Bay area. So they're bringing you week number 1, and then week number 2 is the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. All right. Froggy, I'm a little disappointed in you.
That's all right. I'll get over it.
Yeah, what else is new?
I'm not even going to bother with this anymore.
Why not?
Because you're not a believer. You naysay everything. You can't explain anything, but you naysay it.
All right, so tell me what you think I'm about to bring up.
Another possible alien sighting or UFO sighting?
Which one that's getting some TV coverage?
I didn't watch TV yesterday.
Oh, no, this has been earlier this week.
I don't know. What? Tell me. I haven't been keeping up with the alien news this week. It's been a busy one. It's been a busy week.
You've been distracted with other things?
Yes.
There's a lot going on.
All right, let me play a little bit of audio for you here.
Please.
I'm going to play just a little bit of audio, and tell me if you're aware, Froggy, of this.
I want to bring in 2 people who know a lot about this subject. Ben Hansen is the host of Discovery Plus's UFO Witness, and Scott Roeder is an internationally recognized evidence specialist and founder of the Evidence Room. Great to have you both here. Scott, I'll start with you. You've analyzed the video in Las Vegas in that backyard. Edited, fake, what's your take on it?
No, there's no editing. That is an original video. We did a complete analysis of it, and we tried to debunk it to see if there was something that was added to the video. We used a vector tracking software that has an AI component to it, and all of our results came back as it was authentic. So there's something in that video. There's two things actually in that video. There's something that happens in the background, which I found initially, and I didn't even see or recognize the being or whatever it is above the fence until just a few weeks ago. It was pointed out to me by a subscriber to a friend of mine's podcast. But once you see it, you can't deny it. So there's actually two beings in the video at the same time, one in the background that I believe that the father is reacting to. And you can see it for just a split second when their heads separate. And at that same time...
Oh, Froggy. Man, this is right up your alley, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's happening.
Aliens in a backyard in Las Vegas. Viral video. And that's from last year. And they're still talking about this thing. There's a whole segment on News Nation. Viral video of an alleged alien encounter. This is in the backyard of a Las Vegas home, is not doctored, according. So after full analysis, UFO and alien investigators are saying it was not doctored. Well, what the hell do you expect them to say? Of course they're going to say it's not doctored. No. I mean, that's their whole gig. If you suddenly start saying that all this alien crap and these sightings is fake, what does that do for their gig? They got to keep the alien myth alive, and that they're aliens and floating above a fence line in Las Vegas last year.
You are such an idiot. I mean, you just don't get it, man.
You love to call me an idiot.
You just don't get it. You're stupid.
You look for any opening to call me an idiot.
And stupid.
All right, and stupid. Yeah. Once you see it, you can't deny it, said Scott Roeder. That's the voice you just heard. And he was interviewed on News Nation. No editing, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, I've showed you so many. I showed you the jellyfish UFO video that was at the Air Force Base. You couldn't explain it.
That was.
I showed you the I showed you the Airbnb time traveler. You couldn't explain it. I showed you Sasquatch pick up a tree the size of a house, throw it. You couldn't explain.
No explanation.
You can't explain anything, and yet you don't believe.
So,
idiot.
The video that has caught the attention of UFO and alien investigators was shot between April 30th and May 1st of last year by a teenager named Angel Kenmore. Kenmore called 911 about 11:50 p.m., roughly the same time a Las Vegas police officer reported a fleeting object in the sky.
Oh, at the same time?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Well, that's interesting.
The American Meteor Society said the UFO's flash was seen as far away as California and Utah. It was a meteor or some type of celestial body. It doesn't mean it's an alien craft that's using wormhole technology to come from 58 light years away. All right.
I'd like to see the police report on that cop's call-in.
When Kenmore and his family went to investigate a video that they'd caught this unexpected motion above the fence post in the right of the frame, the movement caused the family to flee in horror. Although not visible on camera, he described it in a YouTube video as a tall, skinny, lengthy creature with a gray-greenish color.
Yeah. It's got to be an alien.
Please, if the aliens are listening, probe MJ.
Probe MJ.
Every night.
Get those alien probes up my butt. Is that what you're saying?
Show them what's up.
You want me to have an alien prostate and colonoscopy? What, a prostate exam and colonoscopy every single night? Is that from the aliens?
Whoa, every night? That sounds like a party.
Yeah.
Froggy wants them to visit me in the middle of the night.
And just probe you over and over.
Just once would have been fine for me, but, every night.
Guess what?
Into a fantasy.
I'm going to be probed so much. I'm going to want to go onto like Auto Trader or something and see if I can find like a late 80s Ford Probe.
You know what? I bet you they're still out there. That car. Talk about a car that was ahead of its time. The Ford Probe.
The Ford. They should have just called it the Ford Alien Ass Investigation. or examination. Instead of the probe, the ass examination.
The all-new Ford ass examination.
All right, I'm sorry.
Now in brown.
All right, early morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Back in a sec.
Well, this.
What a pile of early morons in the news. All right, here we go. 6:39, rolling up on 6:40 at the MJ Morning Show. What's that song? This is how we do it. Who is that? Who did that song?
This is how we do it.
No, it's this is how we do it.
Not Keith Sweat. It wasn't him. It was.
This is how we
Is that
do
is that
it.
Montel Jordan?
Just- yes, there we go.
Yep, Montel Jordan. And then he went on to have that show as a talk show host.
You know,
Yeah.
Montel Jordan is currently a pastor.
Is he really?
Yeah.
This is how we do it.
Montel Jordan is very important in my life. In the beginning of my radio career, the first job they gave me
is to push the button, and then he said, "This is how you do it."
I used to have to run Casey Kasem's Top 40 on
and that
CD.
that was a hit back then.
And I did that in the genre of this is how we do it.
How you do it.
I watched it climb all the way up the charts. And all
Coming
the way
in
down.
at number 39, debuting this week, it's Montel Jordan, and this is how we do it.
Yeah.
And then you watched it go all the way up to number what? Do you remember where it peaked, man?
I don't, but I heard
Come on.
it every week.
All right.
Isn't that a good song to walk into the club to? And then the bass starts to hit. And it's
This is how we do it. Anyway, if you're hungry and you would like some wings, this is how you do it.
How?
You shoot a guy and steal $60 from him, and then you buy your wings.
You know, $60 doesn't buy as many wings as you think.
I'm joking. I'm obviously being facetious because this story is so ridiculous. This is so preposterous. A woman has been charged after a guy was found dead in Cherokee Park in Tennessee. Tennessee.
I think Tennessee was on Casey's top 40 around the same
Around the
time.
same time, it would have been, yeah.
What about?
You're going to have to give more clues. I don't know that one.
Mr. Wendell. That was a great song, Mr. Wendell. Yeah, that was also from Arrested Development. Yeah. Oh, I think. Are you giving me a thumbs up for something in the booth, Andrew?
No, I wanted to remind you when we talked about foods that were too expensive to buy, we did get a caller that said chicken wings.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's right.
Here's the deal. So this guy was found dead in a park in Tennessee, and this woman is accused of taking $60 from him, murdering him to buy 2 chicken wing combos. Not one, but 2 combos. Kenyatta Hayes, 26, charged with first-degree murder during the robbery. Officers responded to a shooting, 2900 block of wherever, it's somewhere in Tennessee. This is in Memphis.
I just got a direct mail piece to the house for like a $23.99 combo at Popeyes.
Oh, really?
And I saved the coupon.
Oh,
because
wow.
it looked like a good price.
Look at that.
I wouldn't have to shoot him.
That sounds like a family pack.
It was a family pack.
Yeah.
Or lunch for myself.
Or snack.
2 large sides.
Or Fester snack.
6 biscuits.
It's not even a meal. It's just a
snack.
In between lunch and dinner snack. Little 3 o'clock hunger pang from Fester. Why don't you cash that $24 coupon
I'm
in?
feeling a little peckish.
Yeah.
Let me get 20 wings.
What the heck's in that thing?
I think it's like 6 or 8 biscuits. You get a couple of large sides. You get like 10 pieces of chicken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Does it say where she got the combo pack from? This is important stuff.
All right. So they saw a man, the cops were called. They saw a man suffering from a gunshot wound, and he expired at the scene. The next day, a woman told police that her daughter, Hayes, was a person of interest, and then took her to the homicide office at the Memphis police.
Mom ate the chicken.
Mom drove her daughter to the police station. Hayes reportedly told Memphis police that she was at a Marathon gas station when a man offered to give her $60 in exchange for oral sex. She never planned on performing the act. Instead, she was going to hit a lick, which apparently that is slang for rob him. Folks, if you know nothing else today, if you learn nothing else, you've now learned that hit a lick means to rob somebody. Yeah, I'm going to hit a lick.
So according to the Urban Dictionary,
hit a lick is a robbery. Look at that. Fester is verifying hit a lick on the Urban Dictionary.
It's words from the street.
Oh, that's right.
That was the worst segment.
What was his name?
Tony Soprano.
His name was Tony something.
Yeah, we called him Tony Soprano. This is going back.
Fester made fun of his bad back. He was going to kill you.
Babe, what a dumb segment that was.
Anyway, this woman,
punch him in the back.
This woman Hayes shoots the guy, takes his $60, and then spends $47 on 2 hot wing combos.
What I tell you? The coupons were for $23.99, $47. That works out about right.
Well, but it doesn't say where the hot wing combos were from.
I don't know. I had Popeyes 2 nights ago.
Chicken.
And I don't think they have hot wings.
Oh, guys, do you know what I just learned during the break?
What?
Well, it's about you.
Oh, is it a Smart Aleck thing that we're going to get Froggy to corroborate?
No, it's
not that.
The car.
Hold on. What
do I have to
what is the Smart Aleck? No.
The pee popping?
Something testy happened.
No. It has nothing to do with that. The Roxanne, during the commercial break a few minutes ago, reveals my first car was a Ford Probe. How do you not bring that up when I'm making alien probe jokes?
Because I was so entertained by the alien probe jokes. I wanted to keep them going. I was like, where else can we probe them?
Right, so,
going to get probed in the butt? All right, let's probe them in the uvula.
Whoa.
If you missed it, in the last segment, I was talking about this newfound buzz, and you had alien experts in a big interview on News Nation. There we go. News Nation is your network for alien sighting in Las Vegas interviews. Okay, that's where you go for that. So I played a little bit of the audio, and we just kind of, we degraded into alien butt probe jokes.
Uh-huh.
And I think I made a comment that Ford should have named the Ford probe the Ford alien butt examination instead of the probe. And then Roxanne, during the commercial break, not on the air, said, "Hey, by the way, my first car was a probe." I'm like, why didn't you say that on the show?
Yeah,
What?
and let me tell you, if they had named it the Ford Alien Probe Butt GT, I would have paid double for it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, get probe while you drive.
Well, Daddy, I really want the butt probe. That's what I want.
I want the butt probe package.
It's the
Walk up. My daughter wants a butt probe car now.
Sorry, it's not for sale.
Oh, man. All right, more idiots. This guy, of course, this is a Florida story. Down in Margate, this is what, Broward County? Margate. Guy taken to jail after he carved his name into the side of a Broward Sheriff's Office vehicle. What is his
name?
Guy takes
What an idiot.
takes a metal, I don't know, key or whatever. He's scrawling his name in the paint of a marked Broward County Sheriff's Office patrol vehicle. Enderlin Leonce, 33. Dude, 33 years old?
Forget that. If your name is Enderlin.
Enderlin Leonce.
I don't know that I've ever met another Enderlin in my life. Is that the name you want to scratch into a car?
Oh, my God. I mean, what a moron. He was arrested, booked into the Broward County Jail. Yeah, witnesses reported seeing a man later identified as Leonce vandalizing the patrol car and then took off. When the... Listen, this is investor's right on the money. When the officers arrived at the scene, they noticed that the suspect had used a metal tool. Maybe it was a hole punch or an awl.
I'll tell you, an awl can scratch up some paint.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he used the metal tool to etch the name Enderlin. I mean, what? Listen, the guy, he wrote his whole name on the hood of the car, scratched it on the hood of the vehicle. The name, this is what he wrote. He etched in the car, quote, "The name is Enderlin Leonce." On the driver's side hood of the patrol vehicle. How tough is it to find Enderlin Leonce? I mean, let's say that no witness saw him, right?
No, but nobody saw him. He got away scot-free.
Just fled the scene, no one in pursuit. He wrote like the most uncommon name in the entire state of Florida on the hood of the patrol car. Enderlin Leonce.
Have you ever met an Enderlin?
You should have put somebody else's name.
Anybody else's name.
So the cop notices that his car's been vandalized. He enters the name Enderlin Leonce into the computer system in the car, and then the name comes up. He lives a couple of blocks away. So they went to the guy's home and said, "What the hell are you doing?" And then he said, "Yep, I did it."
What an idiot.
He said, quote, "I committed a crime. I should be going to jail." That's the quote from the Broward cop.
Crazy.
And then they found them carrying metal pliers with green paint transfer on the tip of the tool. So then
God, you didn't even wipe it away. What an idiot.
What a dope. He said, "I was revolting because he wouldn't take me back to Haiti." What? That's what he said. I was revolting because he wouldn't take. What does that mean? Anyway, so what a schmuck. Yeah. They said that his mental state might not have been,
you think,
in order. He was taken to a local hospital. He continued to make utterances. He kept saying, "I messed up a cop's car. I should be going to jail for that." He's like blabbing that, like at the hospital. Anyway, morons in the news, ladies and gentlemen, on the MJ Morning Show. 6:50. When we get back, an update on that entitled witch, the new bride of the heir of the Asplund Tree Company, $5 billion a year company, and the son of the owners got married. And this girl's already wrecking the family. She's like 10 minutes in, and she's already just messing up everything for this Asplund family. Update from the story that we told yesterday as she was trying to rip the screen name away from somebody that has her name now with her new married name. All right, hold on. All of that is next on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, and I got a little observation to make. I'll explain coming up. And then full details on the huge MJ money heist. It starts on Monday morning. Folks, in the next 2 weeks, starting Monday, we're giving away $40,000. 20 grand next week to 20 winners. And then the following week, another 20 grand. We're giving away $40,000. MJ Morning Show, local winners only. This is all right here. If you're an MJ Morning Show listener, boom. You win $1,000 starting at 6 a.m. Monday morning. All brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits. Great operation for your weekend plans. I'm telling you, hit Lucan's, family, local company. And then second week is brought to you by Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. Let's talk about your celebration. Q105, and ladies and gentlemen, less than an hour away from...
Hal doesn't like that.
Hal doesn't like that one?
He just texted me and said, "What is that awful crap?"
That is awful news music.
He has a song.
You don't like? You'd rather go with this
Hal.
This is Hal. All right, folks. If you like Hal Herman headlines will happen at about 7:55 or so, somewhere in that vicinity. Hal Herman headlines coming up. Froggy, any preview on what Hal's going to deal with?
I don't know.
I've also asked Hal to watch his language. He's getting a little too risque.
Yeah, I told him.
What are you laughing at over there?
You should be better.
I mean, I just when I think of Hal, I think of risque.
Yeah.
That's the word I use.
All right, before I get into the update on this tree family fortune family and this new bride that married the kid, this is a billionaire family, and man, she's come in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah,
Well,
just
what's-
like the song.
she had. All right, update on the Tree family, Asplund, and their new daughter-in-law, who's just wreaking havoc.
Do we know anything about her? Like, does she come from a hoity-toity family, or do they?
Yes.
She's very.
She's ruining our fortune.
She's very attractive. Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Roxanne, don't take this the wrong way.
Oh God.
But
Okay.
why?
Let me brace myself.
Why are your boobs hanging out this
They're
morning?
not.
Yeah, yes, they are.
They're
Are they?
not.
Stand up. I want to
What
see.
are you? What are you talking
you
about?
came over close to me,
Uh-huh.
which I think was really just a ruse to get me to look at your boobs.
Yeah,
All right,
right. You fell for my boob
All
ruse.
right, so Roxanne says,
It's a boob ruse.
Roxanne says, you got to hear my daughter singing.
I do that to
She's-
annoy you.
she-
You know that.
She's getting way better.
Well, that's what Roxanne said. You got to hear my daughter. She's getting so much better.
I know the way. I am
Okay,
Right,
that
that
was
was
when she was
good.
about 5 years old.
All right,
That's a
so-
strong, maybe 4.
It's a very strong voice.
Roxanne brought over a new video clip during the break for me to watch. And what are you wearing today?
A dress, a lovely dress.
No,
Yes.
it is a lovely dress. It looks like my grandmother's wallpaper from 1977 in her kitchen.
It's spring.
But you ought to stand up and let people see. I mean, it's kind of like
Do a twirl.
They see what they see.
It's kind of like a bikini top or whatever.
It's not. It's got a little tiny piece of missing fabric.
I'm just saying that your boobs are kind of hanging out.
No, look, long puffy sleeves, or not puffy, but long sleeves.
It's just Seinfeld puffy
yeah,
sleeves.
I know. And
don't wanna
just
be a
like a
pirate.
little square, or excuse me, triangle of my stomach is showing.
Hey,
Big whoop.
I'm just saying that you're showing more skin than you usually do, and
It's
I thought
Friday.
that
I have a luncheon to go to.
I thought you came close to me just to make me notice. All right, so
Yeah, that's what all women do around you. Try to make you notice them.
And you're just telling me I noticed, Roxanne. Okay, thank you. All right, we're good.
so hey, your mission's been accomplished. All right, the update. If you don't know the story, quick, just a recap. There's a family called Asplund, and if you've ever seen those bright orange trucks, the tree trucks with like the bucket arms and everything, and they do tons of like utility tree clearing in neighborhoods and right-of-ways. They're huge. They're a $5 billion a year company nationwide. Asplund, Asplundh. So the son of the Asplunds, looks like he's in his late 20s, just got married to Catherine. And Catherine it's like she took one of the Asplund trucks, floored it going 70 miles an hour, and drove into a fine china and pottery store. That's what she's done. So she gets into this tiff on Instagram because her maiden name is Driscoll. So she was Catherine Driscoll. She marries into this billionaire family, the Asplunds, and then her name is now Catherine Asplund. She goes on Instagram and sees there's already a Catherine Asplund, and her attitude is like, I just married a billionaire heir. I want the name Catherine Asplund on Instagram. So she sends a DM to who has the real name, and it turns out this woman's name is really Catherine Asplund. And the new bride, who's been in Asplund for 9 minutes, is telling her, you're a fraud. I'm going to report you. You've stolen my name. So this entitled witch is, harassing this real Catherine Asplund that you're faking. I'm reporting you. And then offered to buy her screen name. This Catherine says that's against the terms of service. I looked it up. You can be banned if you sell your screen name. She's like, oh, people won't know. Anyway, they go back and forth. And it comes to the point where this real Catherine Asplund tells the story, and it was reported by multiple sources. It ended up on social media. It ended up on like Reddit being discussed. I mean, it's just, so this whole thing's exploded. The Asplund family, billionaires under the radar, have now been put on top of the radar. And even like some business practice problems they had by hiring illegals, that's now come to the forefront. So they're saying, son, who is this insane woman that you've just married that is like exposing us? And we're a private billionaire family, and she's just a wrecking ball. Well, guess what? 2 updates, because we did the story originally yesterday. Listen to this headline. Billionaire's wife deletes Instagram account after she tried to bully the woman with the same last name to grab her handle. So now she's totally erased her Instagram presence. Can you imagine the conversations inside this family?
Yeah,
can you imagine the mom and the dad talking to the son about his new wife?
It's like, I hate to bring up Seinfeld again, but it's like when George joined the really rich family and he just came in like a wrecking ball. Susan's family was really rich, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. You know what? She needs to put out some invitations for some party and then, lick all the envelopes. That's.
I mean, I want to see a picture of her.
Look her up.
You can see a picture of her?
You have
yeah,
a phone,
absolutely.
right?
I mean, listen, it's not. She's attractive. Not
She's
my.
not like drop dead gorgeous or nothing?
Not my personal type of attractive.
Hmm.
So it's not. She's not that attractive to me, but I can see that she's attractive. She's just not my type.
You can see the features and say, all right, these are attractive features.
She's a pretty girl.
It's like I'm not attractive to anyone but Michelle, apparently. But
yeah, right.
I wouldn't even.
You're just a liar.
Why? What are you saying?
You find other people attractive. That's impossible.
No. I didn't say that.
MJ's attractive only in Michelle's eyes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Which
oh, yeah, that's definitely true.
I call that to question.
If that part's true.
I mean,
so Catherine Asplund, formerly Catherine Driscoll, shut down her Instagram account after being ruthlessly mocked. There were people creating accounts mocking her and like putting up all kinds of entitled stuff and posting all kinds of, I'm Catherine Asplund. So people were imitating her with all kinds of like variations of her new married name. They got, I guess they married on April 27th. I mean, she's been in the family for 3 freaking weeks. All right. And they're like, what the hell? The family, I'm sure the mom and the dad, like, what the hell is going on? We were just a quiet billionaire family. We have these orange trucks. We cut down tree branches.
That's it. Just cut down trees.
And we've got $5 billion a year in sales nationwide. And this woman comes in like an ISIS terrorist with a bomb belt,
Just blows up the whole operation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, oh my God. Oh, here's your new wife. Oh, shut up. And then there's one other thing here, then I'll move on. There's one other thing. Then this whole news item, this whole interest and the story she's created by trying to bully this woman into giving up her Instagram handle, this has caused people to say, Asplund, let's do some research. And then a story which people probably didn't even know, that they had to pay like a $95 million fine because Asplund was hiring undocumented workers. So now that story has, look at New York Post, huge item, New York Post yesterday. Billionaire bully Catherine Asplund's new in-laws have a $95 million history of exploiting undocumented workers, according to a federal ruling. So, Pennsylvania's billionaire Asplund family were dragged into a bullying scandal after their son's new wife tried to force another woman to give up her Instagram handle, and now it has emerged that they were once fined $95 million for hiring illegals, undocumented workers. According to a 2017 press release from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Asplund tree experts, now reportedly worth $5 billion, pleaded guilty to employing workers it knew were using false identification papers and received the fine. The $95 million total is still the record holder for the largest immigration judgment in U.S. history.
I mean, they were probably a major employer.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, so what is that family like now? I mean, what is going to happen when she goes to like a family event, a birthday party, whatever?
Oh, it's going to be brutal.
Oh, man, that's rough.
They'll get through it. She'll be fine.
You've been married for 3 weeks and you've already like flipped the whole freaking empire upside down over an Instagram name?
I love her. She's awesome.
Oh, geez. All right, 7:14 at the MJ Morning Show. Don't forget, Monday morning, 6 o'clock hour, we start blowing out the money. $1,000 first thing Monday morning in the 6 o'clock hour, and then every hour, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Next day, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock hour. For 2 solid weeks, we're giving away $1,000 every day, every hour during the MJ Morning Show. It's $40,000. Next week, brought to you by our friends at Lucan's Wine and Spirits. That's where you need to go to get your wine and spirits, folks. Local family, great operation. I don't think they've got a crazy new bride in the family.
They might.
Anyway, so Lucan's next week is bringing you the contest, and then the week after it's going to be Stacy Kemp and the Kemp Law Group. 7:15 at the MJ Morning Show. We start an hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ next. We got a restaurant problem we got to talk about. Oh, if you're flying to Cuba this morning, I got a note for you. So Southwest is leaving for Cuba in about, I think, 15 minutes. All right. So if you know anyone that's headed to Cuba this morning on Southwest, I had dinner with your pilot last night. Yeah, good buddy of mine. Your family members, they're probably not listening now, but your family members going to Cuba this morning are in great hands. So hold on, I'll give you some details on that in just a bit. Anyway, I'm looking at the pile here. We got a lot of stuff. Oh, I gotta get the bullhorn out for the postmaster at Tampa International Airport because my issue's unresolved. I got big problems. All right. Anyway, we're loaded. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. right here, along with Roxanne and Froggy and Fester. It is 7:27, and we start an hour and 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ. So no music, no commercials. Right now, over an hour and 20 minutes. I never go less than an hour and 20. I never do exactly an hour and 20. You always get more. I don't know why I just don't say an hour and 26 or 27 minutes, but nonstop. No one does this. Longest stretch in Tampa Bay radio with no interruption, just nonstop entertainment and content for you. We start blowing out the $40,000 on Monday morning, thanks to Lukens and Kemp Law Group. All right, so full details on that in just a couple of minutes. First, though, I just wanted to expand a little bit. If you've got family members headed to Cuba this morning, headed to Havana on Southwest, your family's in phenomenal hands because my buddy Tim is the captain of the Southwest flight to Havana, from Tampa to Havana this morning. And Tim is an excellent pilot and had dinner last night, early dinner, 5 o'clock, with Tim and his first officer, Michelle. So it was me and Michelle with another Michelle. Had dinner with the flight crew. Tim's been a friend of mine for years, and he's a great pilot for Southwest. Oh, speaking of Southwest, a couple of things here. Folks are getting fed up with people abusing the boarding process on Southwest. Also, there's a report that came out. I think it might have been Wall Street Journal. Fester, see if you can bring this up. I don't know if I printed it out, but Southwest is toying around with potentially seriously altering the boarding process, maybe going to assigned seats instead of the ABC open seating policy. Yeah, Fester, open up a new window. Don't lose that one. And just look for Southwest changing boarding and try and find that story. But as far as people abusing, and tons of people fly Southwest, one of the busiest airlines in the country, obviously, but people are continuing to fake issues to try to get early boarding, and people are doing this especially on Southwest because of pre-boarding. And Southwest has been known to be a little more lax in pre-boarding, but it's starting to get out of hand. And if you've flown Southwest recently, you might have noticed this. And those that fly frequently, they're starting to sound off. It's like, man, Southwest has got to fix this. All these scam artists. And what it comes down to is when Southwest makes the announcement, and if you need a little extra time boarding, we'll board you now. And people are really taking advantage of this on Southwest, because there are no seat assignments. And then if you get the pre-board, then you get the run of the cabin. You get to just pop on, take whatever seat you want, and that's what's going on. People that are, I love this term, people that are self-identifying. That's like when you hear that, oh, yeah, Bill and Marcy's daughter is kind of out there. She's now self-identifying as a cheetah.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. So if Bill brought her on, it would be a pet?
No, it has nothing to do with the
people with animals. Don't like my daughter's a cheetah.
Well, no, it's people.
And she's supporting me emotionally.
No. I don't glom onto that. No, it's like people that self-identify as disabled or needing extra time, or people that abuse the policy. When they say, and families with small children. And then you see a family with 11, 12, and 15-year-olds board. No, that's not you. So Southwest apparently could be cracking down on pre-boarding because people are really furious that a lot of people are taking advantage of the system. Oh, one other Southwest thing. I don't know where this happened, but there's a picture that's floating around, and it's a woman taking a nap in the overhead bin during a flight.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Yeah.
Well,
you can barely get your luggage up there.
I'll show you how it's possible. The picture kind of got cut off here. Let me see if I can put it together, and I'll hold it up to MJ TV so you can see this thing. But the woman, I just got to put this together because it's like the picture's on one page. It starts on one page, and then it ends on another page. Here, let me hold this up here quickly on MJ TV, and you can see this. The woman is literally in the overhead bin. Can you see that? Can you see this?
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's in there nicely. It's nice and
snug.
snug.
Oh, yeah. This woman is in the overhead bin. I guess there was no luggage up there, and she climbs into the bin to take a nap.
It's like one of those Japanese like sleep cell hotels.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
It always goes back to Seinfeld. Remember when Kramer had the Japanese guys sleeping in the drawers? Or the Cuban guys making the cigars, which sometimes they run together.
It was the Japanese guys.
Was it the Japanese guys that sleeping in Kramer's dressers?
I mean, it looks cozy.
Oh, man. Folks, just knock it off. Just knock it off. All right, 7:32 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Roxanne, can I see your ID?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, whip it out.
Hold on.
Yeah, whip out your driver license. You notice it sounds odd, but notice, look at the Today Show. They're running that Apple ad that we talked about yesterday. Look at this. Apple now apologizes over the controversial ad.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's so weird.
They weren't squishing human people.
The ad creeped me out, though.
Or puppies.
On yesterday's show, I just looked up on the TV, and the Today Show is running a story. And, people were saying that Apple was like destroying, history, destroying our upbringing. And I found it, and I don't get queasy or uneasy very easily. And Apple did an ad for the new iPad. And the iPad, sales are slumping. They're trying to do anything to get the sales back on the iPad. And they just introduced the new generation, and it's like a 1/4 inch thick. It's the thinnest iPad ever. And they have this gigantic compactor, a huge rectangular metal plate on a hydraulic arm. And there's a platform that has all kind of iconic things, or, it has pianos, it has a trumpet, it has, different colored paint cans. It has TVs, a metronome. It has a trumpet. It has some kind of a bust of I don't know whether it was Mozart bust. It's got an old-fashioned record player that's playing Sonny and Cher.
Old TV, old cameras.
Old camera lenses. It's like they're taking all of these things that we grew up on, and even squishy stress balls with the eyes.
Well, they're also emoji balls.
But
it does everything that this Apple iPad can do. They personified it with an actual device.
So they're smashing all of these items with this huge hydraulic press, and you just see everything explode, and it's just it's almost like apocalyptic, dystopian destruction. It's a weird commercial, and I found it unsettling. And people are like, oh, my God, thanks, Apple, for destroying everything we love. And thanks for crushing history.
Yeah, all these morons have phones that already have crushed everything we love.
But Apple's apologizing now.
Oh, awful.
I thought it was a terrible ad. I thought it was absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Apple apologizing is terrible.
Yeah, I think they probably did exactly what they wanted it to do.
Guess who doesn't own a camera? Me. Why? Because I have a phone. I take my pictures with a phone.
All right, moving along. I'm sorry, that was impromptu out of nowhere because I just saw it on the Today Show, just a follow-up from yesterday. So, Roxanne, you think you're in trouble?
I think I am. I don't even know. I saw the article.
Hold on.
I was like...
Did you read the article?
No, I didn't. I just forwarded it to you.
You've got to read the article.
I thought we could figure it out together.
All right. Well, I figured it out in a fraction of a second. Roxanne sends me this piece last night that Real ID is approaching. And you got to check your driver license. And notice I said driver license because in Florida, that's what it's called. If you look at your driver license, it doesn't say driver's license. It says driver license. And it's been postponed numerous times, but there's something called Real ID. And this is a whole government, Homeland Security, TSA deal where in order to have an ID, like a driver license that you can use at the airport, it has to conform to Real ID. And states had to then, verify further. It was just extra security steps to make sure that real people are getting these IDs and they don't have sketchy backgrounds. They're not illegals. They're not terrorists. They're not, straight out of Al-Qaeda or something or ISIS. So if you don't have a Real ID, you're about a year away from potentially running into trouble for using your state driver license as an acceptable form of ID. So you might not be able to get on an airplane. It's a year from now. It's May 7th of 2025. This has been postponed. It was supposed to go into effect on October 1st of 2021, but then COVID hit, so they pushed it back. It's been pushed back a couple of times now. So now the date is May 7th, 2025. And listen, is bird flu going to throw that all off now? Is that our next pandemic?
Yeah,
bird flu? All right, anyway. So a year from now, May 7th of 2025, you got to have real ID. And real ID, how do you know if the driver license in your pocket, your wallet, your purse, whatever, how do you know if it conforms? Roxanne, I looked at your license right away, and I knew whether you were cool or not, whether you were acceptable or all screwed over. It took me all I did was glance at your license, and I knew.
What am I?
You're good.
I'm good?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't want to. I'm not going to hold this up to MJ. You know what? I am going to hold it up, but I'm going to cover
up the information.
Yeah, I'm going to cover up all the information.
Address.
Yes. Hang on a minute. Let me make sure that everything is covered. All right. Is that good? I think I've got everything covered, right?
Looks pretty good to me.
Right. So I'm covering up all the information. But if you look, where is it? Oh, I'm covering up the part I need to show. All right, hold on a minute.
Well, just tell them where it is.
Right there.
I don't know that we need to hold up her ID to show where it is.
The upper right-hand corner, if it has the star.
Oh, the star
Yes.
is what makes it good.
If it has the gold star with the white, it's a white star inside like a gold circle. Folks, you're okay. Look at your Florida driver license. If you have the white star in the gold circle in the upper right-hand corner, then you are good. It means you have real ID. You're not going to be turned away at the airport in a year because you don't have a conforming ID. So, Roxanne, all you got to do is read like the first two sentences of the story, and you would have found that she's all panicked this morning. MJ, I sent you the story. I might not.
Yeah.
You're fine. You conform. You got it.
See, you helped me.
All
Thank
right?
you.
Look at that. So, here, grab your ID. So it's
like a Chinese star.
It's a year away. Andrew's pointing at his license. Andrew, you have an older style. Do you have the star? Are you good? Turn your mic on. You're not a mute in there.
Yes, but you saying yes wasn't really going to be taking up much time.
All right. So, but you have even an older style license that has, that's the older version, and you have the star. Froggy, have you checked yours?
Yeah, I have a star on mine.
You do?
Yes.
All right, you're good to go. Fester, you check your. I don't even think you know who your driver license is, do you?
I don't carry a license. I haven't carried a license in like 3 years.
Such a maniac.
Smart.
Yeah.
I don't carry licenses.
Yeah, a cop pulled me over. I was like, look, I'm in your system.
Yeah, that works.
I'm in there.
Oh,
what are you, sovereign citizen?
Yeah, I don't care. Carry a license. When do you use your license?
Every day.
Well, when was the last time you had to pull your license?
Whenever you go to the doctor, you have to.
Last time I bought a bottle of wine at Walgreens.
All right.
Hey, Fester, what's the name of the new Tampa postmaster?
Skippy
something.
Skippy.
What? Jackie Villa.
Find the site.
I got one of my 500 tabs.
There we go.
Jackie Villamarie.
Attention, Jackie Villamarie.
I'm sorry, I told you.
Tampa postmaster.
Okay.
Attention, Jackie Villamarie.
Oh boy.
The new Tampa postmaster since 2022.
This is terrible. I don't want to be in my car listening to you in a megaphone right now.
How about the siren function?
What are Jack and Ted doing right now? That's what I'm asking myself. You're killing it. You're playing the siren over the. Listen, why don't you get a clapboard?
Tell you what Ted's doing.
Why don't you get a clapboard sign and why don't we go down there and protest
and
say the postmaster lost MJ's tax returns?
If you know the new Tampa postmaster, the 45th postmaster, she was installed in June of 22. Jackie Villamarie or Villamare. It's Villemaire.
I'll go with Villamarie.
Just do the Ric Flair and have them text in her number.
I can't get.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't get. Yeah, does anyone have Jackie Villamarie, the Tampa postmaster's cell phone number?
813-310-8444.
That's my
Text us
number.
now.
That's
if they have the number.
That's Fester's cell number, folks. Just like we got Ric Flair. All right, let's go. If you know Jackie Villamarie or Villamaire or however you pronounce it, she's the Tampa postmaster. If you have her cell number, text it to Fester right now. 813-310-8444. That's Fester's private cell. 813-310-8444. Jackie Villamaire or Villamarie, she's the Tampa postmaster. Jackie Villa, Villemaire. Somebody knows her. You got her cell number? Text it to Fester right now. My tax documents are still lost. At 5 a.m. on April 15th, before the show, I went to Tampa Post Office, the airport, and I priority mailed 2 different packages to the IRS because I had my tax due on the 15th, and then I had estimated tax payments to make. 2 checks, 2 different $10 priority mail envelopes, never arrived. Nothing. I go do the tracking number, and it says received like 5:12 a.m. on April 15th, and that's it. I put them in the wall at the post office, not at some like blue box that could be stolen with a coat hanger and a piece of gum at the end. I put it in the wall and nothing. The last thing says that my packages were received when I dropped them off, and that's it. Nothing has happened. We're coming up on almost a month. I owe the IRS, a decent amount of money, and I got these checks floating with my Social Security number on the forms floating somewhere. Son of a... and folks are saying, why don't you do electronic? I should. Everything else I do is electronic. And for whatever reason, the tax thing, I still kick it old school. And this has never happened. And now, how do you put priority mail? You'd think that you'd have a little elevated handling on priority mail.
Nope.
And it's lost. Like a little kid at Disney or something, or some kid wandered away and is in the woods somewhere.
Let me tell you, kid gets lost at Disney, they find him.
So
this is nothing like that.
I have an important question.
Yes, Froggy.
How long are we going to have to hear about this?
Until I find my packages.
Oh.
All right. No,
it's going to be a while.
All right, I'm moving along now. Hey, I'm very excited on Monday morning, folks. The MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist starts Monday morning right here. 6 a.m. hour, we give away $1,000. That's just a straight caller. Caller number, whatever. You call in, be the right caller, you win $1,000. I then get the first name of that winner. Monday morning, 6 o'clock hour. That starts the whole machine going, folks. And then we play the tag game. And then every subsequent hour, you got to know the first name of the previous winner. We're giving away $1,000 every single hour for 2 weeks during the MJ Morning Show. 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like on Friday, you got to know the 9 o'clock winner to then call in on Monday morning the following week. So, again, for 6 a.m. the next day, you got to know who won in the 9 o'clock hour the previous day. You always just had to know the first name of the previous winner and be the right number caller, and you win $1,000. We're giving away $40,000. 40 winners over 2 weeks, $1,000 a pop, $40,000. And it's brought to you by, next week is sponsored by Lucan's. Lucan's Wine and Spirits, great operation, family operation. It's not a national chain. They got the amazing selection of all your favorite spirits. Their wine selection is fantastic. Thanks to Lucan's for bringing us week number 1 next week. And then week number 2, Stacey Kemp Law Group, accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. $40,000. I'm so pumped about this. All right, I want you to look at a mugshot. Fester, can you please do me a favor and go to MJMorningshow. You have the tab open right there. See see as heard on the MJ Morning Show. Right in the middle. Open that up. I dialed that in. I think we might have a contender for a new hot mugshot.
Ooh, where is she from?
From let me read the story for you. Yeah, this young. I hope my wife's not going to be pissed off because she's in the car right now. Listen, I'm not making moves on her, Michelle. I'm just pointing something out. This happened in Clearwater, and apparently she's on a date. and she starts street racing with the guy she's out on a date with. They're in 2 separate cars. All right, this is an insane story. So this is earlier this week, Tuesday morning. Clearwater police say they arrested 25-year-old Laura Sevastjanov, Sevostjanov, and 23-year-old Christopher Cahill. Shortly before 3 a.m., cops saw them street racing against each other. They were out on a date, and I guess, was this the end of the date?
Was this the Grease Lightning?
No, it's Fast and Furious, dating edition, I guess. Officials with Clearwater PD say they pulled off Druid and were going southbound on Missouri, and they're street racing. I'm looking at the arrest affidavit, the report right here, and Sevastjanov kept racing the date, this Christopher Cahill, until they were pulled over by Clearwater PD at Bel Air Road.
Wow.
Okay, if she was doing it legally, isn't that kind of even making her hotter? Street racing?
No. The illegal, that doesn't make her hot. But,
not the illegal part.
But the point is, her mugshot is pretty hot. Am I wrong here?
You know what?
Shh, man.
It's the hair.
Let me
No,
see.
it's
And then-
not.
and
Be
then
the
judge of
check
this.
out the guy she's on
know
the
what?
date with.
The guy looks like he's right out of some kind of a cops episode with a meth house or something.
It's the hair.
It's her eyes. They're just looking right into my soul.
They're just the picture is up on our website. If you want to see
Mrs. Sevastjanov is hot.
I think this is a candidate for one of those smoking hot mugshots. And we've had a whole series of these in Florida. We've had numerous hot mugshot cases that I can remember that have gotten national attention. I'm telling you right now that I don't think anyone's pointed this out. We might be starting this trend, and we do a lot. But I'm telling you, this mugshot is hot.
It's interesting, but it's
no.
right,
Fester,
it's
listen.
I think it's hot.
Difference. Okay.
Fester,
you want to know what she
she's
has?
pretty.
She has.
You think your 2010 Cadillac with peeling paint is attractive?
Oh, that's a car.
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
You are dumber than dumb sometimes.
But it does have a nice tailpipe.
You are the
your car.
smartest and dumbest man I know in one.
All right.
If you want to see this picture, don't go because is she hot or not. Go to look at her jacked up Spock ears.
Well, you
Look at these ears.
She does have
Okay.
Right.
Admit it. Say Fester. She has Spock ears.
All right, but her face and eyes are so mesmerizing, you kind of look past the ears, but she does have some interesting looking elf ears.
That's what
All right.
long hair is for.
Do you know who else had mesmerizing eyes? Leonard Nimoy.
All right.
Kicking out the jam.
If you want to see the hot mugshot, go to mjmorningshow.com.
If you want to see the wonky Spock ears.
All right. And
Oh,
then-
but that's the way her hair is sitting on them.
and
Live
then-
long and prosper, Captain.
You know what? I told you guys when my baby was born, Daviana, my attending pediatrician was like, yeah, you're going to need to get those ears fixed soon. And I'm like, dude, that's what long hair is for. It doesn't matter.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Your ears or your daughter's ears?
My daughter's ears.
Oh, they stick out?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so cute.
Yeah. And when your daughter gets arrested for street racing in Clearwater, some morning show will mock how awful her ears look. All right.
My brother, who's a plastic surgeon, he actually pinned back the ears of my one of my cousins.
Oh, yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah. Actually, my second cousin, because it's my first cousin's kids. One of their daughters had ears that kind of flopped out like Dumbo, like Prince Charles, but like times 5. And my brother pinned her ears back when she was like, I think 3 or 4 years old, and they're perfect. But I'm telling you right now, go look at this mugshot. It's another hot mugshot.
Man, you're obsessed.
She's not that hot.
It's a great looking mugshot. And then take a look. Listen, Christopher Cahill.
She looks so angry.
Christopher Cahill looks like a troll under the bridge. Dude,
How did he pull her, dude?
Yeah, she is way out of your league, dude. All right? But go to our website, mjmorningshow.com. Click on, near the top, click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show and take a look at the mugshot. Hey, send me an email if you think I'm right or wrong. Send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com.
Yeah, you look at her arrest report, it says arrested on Captain's log, May 2nd, 2024. Yeah, she has some Spock-ass ears, man.
Anyway, very, very attractive mugshot.
With those ears, she should have heard the cops coming for miles.
Julian and Michelle are driving to Orlando right now. Somehow they got roped into helping Chloe's boyfriend move into his new apartment because he starts his new job at some.
Come on, Chet.
So Chet got a new job in finance in Orlando because he just graduated Villanova or something, and somehow Julian and Michelle are roped into helping him move this morning.
Have you adopted this kid? You're taking him to shop for cars. You're moving him into his place.
Yeah, he's getting a new Ford from Veterans Ford. He's getting the MJ deal, just like you, the listener, can.
Right.
If you're looking for a Ford, folks, go to Veterans Ford. Tell them you want the MJ deal, and no other Ford dealer will beat Veterans Ford if you tell them you want the MJ deal. Yeah. Anyway, so now I'm in trouble. I just got a text from Julian. Mom is insulted that you're saying she's hot.
Oh, how old are you guys?
You can sleep somewhere else tonight. Mom said different. Oh, get out. Let me hang on.
All right. Been married for 100 years.
Let me call Julian. Hold on.
This is ridiculous. Just
calling Julian. So they're driving over to Orlando. That's why Fester had to pick me up this morning because we're still a one-car family.
This guy has your whole family rooked.
What'd you say?
Oh, me?
What'd you say?
I said this. Hold on, Julian. I said Chet has your whole family rooked.
This guy's coming into your family like the ass song family.
Yeah,
the ass blonde girl.
He's your ass.
7 billion people on the planet, and Michelle won't help any of them to move. And then here comes Chet.
What were we gonna say, Rox?
What's that creepy Matt Damon movie? Where he like infiltrates a
Mr.
family's
Ripley?
Life. Yes,
I'm
he's the talented Mr. Ripley. Chet is the talented Mr. Ripley.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, man. Yes, Julian, come on. Mom is not upset at the hot. Julian, did you look at the mugshot?
I went to go check it immediately, and she is not attractive.
Yes, she is.
All right, but Julian.
What are they barfing in the car?
They're making barfing sound effects. Julian, is he there?
Yeah.
Okay. Ears. What do you think?
Spock.
Thank you. Thank you.
Laura Sevastjanov. All right. Hey guys, drive safely on I-4.
You know what it is? She's a two-face. She's a two-face. I bet you she cleans up nice, but I bet you she could be. Ugh.
Look, all you have to do is look at who she was racing with, that dude that she was on a date with.
Well, that's a good point.
She's obviously not attractive.
Hold on, Michelle. That's not fair.
She is attractive.
You know what?
There's something wrong with your eyes, and you were sleeping in a different bed.
Michelle, look who you roll around town with. That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
All right.
She looks scary. I will say that.
She is piercing into my soul.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Michelle, I'm sure we'll be fine. We got a nice family dinner at Massimo's tonight. Everything's good. What?
Over. You're sleeping in a different bed.
What are you all, 17? It's ridiculous.
Do you know why she's not showing any reaction in her mugshot? Because she knows that Scotty's just going to beam her out of that jail in a couple of minutes.
The Star Trek.
Okay. Listen, Fester, listen.
Jokes are jokes, bro. I don't hear you come up with any of them.
I got to tell you, guys and girls do this. This is what I think you do. If you think someone isn't going to date you, and I'm not saying, Fester, you're not in the dating field, so this doesn't apply to you. Then you focus on the negative quality about them, so you can talk yourself out of thinking they're hot. Like you're just going to focus on her Spock ears and say, ruins it.
Or a second long tail.
The Spock ear is her best feature. Her best feature is that she can save money when she goes to Star Trek conventions. That's it. She's not a crazy, ridiculous, stop your day, oh my God, she's so crazy hot woman. She's not.
I think my wife wants to say something.
Please, Meech.
I agree with everything that Fester just said. She's just, God.
Yeah, thank you.
I drive safely. Your phone's.
You don't even like sci-fi. You would never watch any Star Trek stuff, and you're like so fascinated with Spock mugshot.
Oh, thank you. Right? Look like Leonard Nimoy.
All right, I gotta run. It's time for Hal Herman headlines. All right.
Let me go get Hal.
All right.
Bye.
Folks, go take a look at the mugshot of Laura. Do you have a pronunciation, Andrew? What did you say in my ear 2 seconds ago? You said.
Sevastjanov?
I don't know. He said something in my ear.
Say it out loud, Andrew.
I don't know what I said. It had nothing to do with her name.
Okay, all right.
Okay. I don't know what you said in my ear. Anyway, if you want to see the mugshot, go to mjmorningshow.com. click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. It's the top item, and you decide whether the mugshot is hot or not.
You know what a good barometer is, MJ? Okay, say that you're checking her into jail. You're going to say, look at this cutie in your head,
Okay,
right? Point of reference, where she is, environment. Now, stick her on a runway, New York Fashion Week.
Oh,
what do you think?
Yeah, she would do well.
Okay, a
Yeah.
good barometer?
I don't know what kind of body she has,
Right.
but I think from the neck up, I think she's pretty
Passes both
attractive.
tests. Yeah.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:57. A hot rod of a Boeing aircraft. All my pilot friends love the 757. It is time for Hal Herman headlines. Hal, come on down.
Hal Herman is on your side. Your side.
Hey,
All right,
how's it going?
All right, Hal, they just did like some,
Yes.
Hal, this is serious.
Yeah.
They just did some focus group market research. They did a perceptual study on our radio station.
Oh, no, I don't
And-
like those. I've lost many a gig because of those.
Yeah, there were a couple of comments that Hal's language was a little a little too blue. So
Well, let me tell you.
they've asked me to ask you, Hal
Okay,
Herman, to
okay.
tone down your language.
A perceptual on Hal Herman, huh?
Well, that was
Well.
apparently it was one of the questions in the
What, a Hal Herman question?
in the perceptual study. Yes.
Well, let me give you my thoughts on that perception.
Yeah.
Suck it! That's right. I gave you the D-Generation X crotch chop.
MSNBC has crabs. Hal Herman has the real news.
Here we go. Hal Herman, what's our top story today?
Well, I don't know if you heard about this, but Ric Flair's in the news.
Ric Flair is in the news.
Yes, Ric Flair is in the news, speaking out about his incident in a Florida restaurant. You guys heard about this?
Yep.
He was at a Pizza Uno where he got into an argument with a bartender.
No, it was Paisano. It's not Pizza Uno.
Paisano, I think, check your resources once. I think it's a Pizza Uno. Where he appeared, actually, Ric Flair got in a fight with the guy. He's clearing things up, though. He's appeared on a few radio shows.
Yeah.
Really?
They got the breaking news. I'll give you a couple names of the radio shows. You got Turd Boy in the Taint. They got him.
Hold on. Who?
The morning.
Whoa. Who's the first one?
Turd Boy in the Taint.
First of all, he appeared on one radio show, and it's ours.
Oh, I got 5 here.
Okay, all right.
So I don't think. Oh, yeah, he was on.
Hold on. What is the name of the show?
This is a nationally syndicated show, Turd Boy in the Taint.
Turd Boy and the Taint?
Yes.
You never heard of him?
The Taint?
TB of the T?
No, I have not.
All right, so the other show, then he went on to this show, The Morning Dump with Bobby Ballsack, and he did a...
See, that's what the perceptual saying. You got to watch that language.
It's the name of the show. Is it my show?
It's a radio show.
Is my name Bobby Ballsack? No.
What?
That's a country show, by the way.
The country?
Bobby Ballsack.
Bobby Ball.
In The Morning Dump. All right, so then he moved on to...
You mean Bobby Bones?
No, Bobby Ballsack.
Bobby Ballsack. There's only one BB.
Totally different.
And then he made an appearance on Fart Breath and Frankie Ass Face. And they're reaching national syndication as well. And then they're on 2 more shows.
Yeah.
Diarrhea Dan and the Funky Fart Crew and Chad and Christy. There you go.
Yeah.
So he appeared on all those shows. He cleared it up. He made a mistake. He's apologizing. And you could go to all those turdboyinthetaint.com, I guess, and all those websites to check that out.
Oh.
Ric Flair in the news. And those are the only shows he was on. Every other show is irrelevant.
Like the MJ Morning Show, which actually had the exclusive interview with Ric Flair.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, okay.
All right, next story.
Ladies and gentlemen, next story. Hal Herman headline.
Yes, the biggest gala around. Have you heard about the New York Mets gala took place in London this weekend? With all the latest fashion trends, except one stole the show. One celebrity just blew everybody away.
And Hal, it's not the New York Mets gala. And it wasn't
I
in
see
London.
Here, Lenny Dykstra was there.
Listen, no.
Mike Schmidt was there.
What about Rusty Staub?
Yeah, he was there as well.
What about Dwight Gooden?
But Dwight Strawberry was there.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, yes.
It's the Metropolitan Museum of Art Gala, and it's in New York on 5th Avenue and 84th, 83rd.
Well, maybe they have a couple locations. I don't know. It's a franchise.
85th?
I don't know. Well, what celebrity stole the show? Taylor Swift. Did you hear about what she wore?
No. I missed that.
Now, this is a new kind of fashion where it's crazy. There's video of it. She wore a Travis Kelce duty suit.
What?
His duty all over her body.
All right, dude.
Yes, D. That's what I say. It's something called fecal fashion. It's breaking news.
No,
you can get the video of it. All right, that's a quick one. That's a very quick one.
This is what the research is telling us is oh boy. All right.
Should I clean it up a little bit?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm being. You're derailing us, Hal, today. All right, go ahead. Next.
This is a crazy story.
All right.
Tom Brady is on the run after his Netflix roast. Have you heard about this? Do you know why?
Have you heard about this?
Have you heard why?
This?
He's on the run for murder. Tom Brady is apparently so upset at the one Kim Kardashian for the joke she made. Listen to this. He followed her to a restaurant. He sat in the parking lot all night long.
Tom Brady followed Kim Kardashian
Okay.
to a restaurant.
He followed her and another man to her Brentwood mansion. Yes.
What restaurant was it? Do you know?
Oh, God, I can't think of the name of it.
Mezzaluna?
Mezzaluna. That's right. I couldn't read my writer's handwriting. Followed her to her Brentwood mansion, stabbed them both on the front steps. Tom is on the run with apparent help from his friend Gronk. He's the driver. Tom Brady's on the run right now.
This is Gronk. I've got TB in the car.
Gronk is saying, God damn it, you know who I am. And all the famous things that they say. Tom Brady, keep fighting, my brother. All right.
Oh, man.
Kris Jenner's under the weather. You hear about this?
Hey, Hal, I got to do the Cash Kitty real quick.
If you do the Cash Kitty, you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do the Cash Kitty.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead. This is the Cash Kitty, 8 o'clock. Go ahead.
The Cash Kitty.
Read the script exactly.
This hours that I've been practicing word is. What time is it here? Let me see. I got an 8, a 10, a 12.
Can you get on the microphone, please?
I mean, there's options here. Do I just pick one? Do I just pick one of these?
Read the 8 o'clock word.
Okay. Well, it says 8 a.m. Is that
it's
o'clock?
8 a.m. o'clock, yes.
Okay, the word is glee. Glee. Text it nationwide to 45911 before quarter-after.
How many E's are in that glee? Because you add some.
Can you spell glee, please?
Glee.
Glee. The word is glee. Text it nationwide to 45911 right now. Or
enter on the Q105 app.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure it's not glee.
Or at myq105.com.
There we go. Glee. Glee's the word for this hour. All right. Let's pick back
up.
All
right, 2 more breaking news stories here for you.
All right. More Hal Herman headlines.
MSNBC has crabs. Hal Herman has the real news.
Go ahead, Hal.
Did you hear about the news of Kris Jenner? She's she's sick. Have you heard about this?
The mother?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on TMZ. It's a breaking news
I did not hear this yet. Kris Jenner.
Actually, she might be on the brink of death. Apparently, she was swimming in the lovely lakes of Malibu.
Right.
Mm.
She was apparently infected by a 7-inch ass amoeba. Have you heard about these things?
Really?
Yes, these things, they go right up your tuchus.
Stop.
And they eat your butt from the inside out. It's a butt-eating virus. She currently lost her butt. She doesn't have an ass. Kris Jenner is assless and still fighting for her life because the worm works its way up your body.
That's enough.
Okay, you don't want to hear about the Rock?
No, enough with the butt amoeba.
Thoughts and prayers to Kris. What's next?
Is this the final story?
Yeah, this is a very, very clean and very true story.
All right,
and you can look it up. It's on the internet. It's The Rock and his diva tendencies.
All right.
Hal Herman's headlines.
Now, this is true.
Tampa Bay's most trusted source for news. Hal Herman is on your side.
Now, apparently, The Rock likes to save time while he's on the set of his movies. He's become a real diva, is the word. Have you guys heard about this?
Nope.
No, well, He actually has an assistant that carries a Voss water bottle. Okay. And this is true. You can look this up right now.
Voss water
The
bottle.
Rock urinates in front of the crew, in front of the set.
Right.
He does. And he gives the bottle back to his assistant, and he just disregards it because he works out so much. And that's a true story. Look it up, Fester. If that's a fake story, you can punch me in the crotch.
Hold on. Disregards it or discards it?
Disregards it.
Doesn't even think about it. Just hands it off.
Now, you accuse me of saying fake stories. That is a real story. Okay, The Rock has a pee-pee bottle.
He's whizzing in the fancy schmancy Voss water bottles. Is that a Voss still or Voss sparkling?
I don't know. He's a rich guy. I don't know, the rich one. So, and this all happened on the set of the movie Black Adam. I guess he's a superhero in that movie. And
Oh, my God.
What?
MJ.
What?
BusinessInsider.com. Dwayne The Rock Johnson reportedly peed in Voss water bottles
Jeez, we can never-
on the set of film.
Wow.
He was up to 8 hours late to shoot. Red One? Was it called Red One?
Yeah, it's a holiday movie. So look at that.
Yeah.
You accuse me of giving you fake stories?
Yeah, never again. We will never doubt you
Yes,
again.
I have been proven right.
Wait, so you have 5 erroneous stories, and you have one story at the end that's real, that The Rock does pee in a Voss water bottle on the movie set.
Well, I have more.
Now that we know this is real, we need to go back and fact check the others. They might be real too.
He also poops in the assistant's hands. That's it. All right, thank you. That's it. I'm out of here. You see how clean my language has gotten, everybody?
Ladies and gentlemen, another.
I got my jacket clean. Did you guys notice?
It looks real nice.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yes, I do have a pin.
Whoa! What is that? What pin is that?
This is my grandfather's pin. He gave it to me.
You're wearing a service medal from your That's stolen valor.
Well, I just use it to get free breakfast
what
on Fridays. What?
Dude,
what is the big deal? This is a service.
I think that's a Vietnam service pin. What?
Check it out. Yeah, my grandfather gave it to me, and I use it to get free breakfast on Fridays. You guys know you can do that? MJ, you want to take it?
I'm holding this up to MJ TV right now.
What do you mean, stolen what? That's not stolen. He gave it to me.
Stolen valor. You can't wear a military service medal.
They give me free bagels and break a cheese bagel.
Dude, you can't wear a military.
Well, they say it. I think it's part of the promotion.
I think this might be a Vietnam. Hang on a minute. What does it say on it? Oh, yeah. It says.
Wait a minute.
Republic Vietnam Service.
Hey, yes.
United States of America. Dude, this
my grandfather, Hal Herman, served.
This is a military Vietnam service medal, and you're wearing it to go get free veterans food at restaurants?
Just a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel every Friday. What is the big deal? Give my pen back. That's my.
No, I'm not.
Hey! What, you're going to use it to get some free bagels?
You're going to keep it for some bagels?
No, I'm going to make sure you don't do stolen valor.
All right, everybody.
All right.
It's been fun. It's been real. It's been horrible. I hate it here. All right, have a good one.
Another edition of Hal Herman Headlines.
Wow, I can't believe he does that with that pen.
Yeah, that might have been the last one ever.
No!
Yeah, why? Because he told a true story?
Yeah,
about
right.
the
I can't
Rock?
believe that Rock story.
Dude, let me see what Turd Boy and the Taints are talking about.
Hal's just not afraid to tell the stories that people don't want to tell.
Mother's Day is Sunday, and I got to go to phones on this. I've got to go to phones on this. Mother's Day Sunday, and apparently there are mothers that are so anti-Mother's Day, they want nothing to do with the kids, nothing to do with the hubby. There are mothers that just want to check out and like go to a spa or go to like a weekend getaway all by themselves. Have you heard of this?
So they're not anti-Mother's Day. They just don't want to see their family.
Yeah, they're just regretting their life decisions.
They're saying we're anti-Mother's Day moms. That, hey, listen, they like the kids. They like the family. They just don't want anything to do with them on Mother's Day. There's apparently mothers that just like to get away. Listen to this. My husband booked me on a one-night stay at the Walker Hotel in Tribeca the Saturday before Mother's Day. This woman is 30 years old. Her name is Brooke Sharkey. She's a 30-year-old personal assistant from Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn, and told the New York Post, I took a long shower, watched whatever I wanted on TV, ordered room service, scrolled through social media in peace, treated myself to a fancy dinner, caught a Broadway show. Being without her family was the best Mother's Day gift ever. What? I mean,
Relaxing.
No, it's because you know why? I mean, I can totally understand that. You get your thoughts. You can hear yourself think. Like at home with the kids and the husband, you can't hear yourself think.
You want to ditch your little screaming Mimis and your husband Doug?
No, but I do have to tell you, last week when he went out of town on a Friday.
By the way, what the hell is a screaming Mimi? I just remember hearing that since I was a kid.
Move.
It's not. Stop it.
I've never heard that expression.
Screaming Mimi?
No.
I don't know. I've heard that since I was like a kid. You know what? I want to go to phones on this. Let's grab some phone calls right now on the MJ Morning Show. What are your thoughts on mothers who are anti-Mother's Day and just want peace and solitude? Are you a mother that would just like to, go in a cocoon and ditch the family for Mother's Day? All right, let's go. Fire up the phones. Or conversely, if you love Mother's Day, you love, the kids like bringing you some sloppy breakfast into bed and spilling it all over your duvet cover or whatever. All right, let's go. 800-990-1047. Your thoughts on Mother's Day and mothers that are anti-Mother's Day and just want peace and quiet away from the family. Any thoughts on this? 800-990-1047. Have you ever done this? Or are you listening to this now saying, oh, my God, this is a great idea? 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. I want to hear from moms right now. Do you approve of this behavior? Do you disapprove of this behavior? Where do you stand on Mother's Day?
I was telling you that last Friday, Doug went out of town. We were supposed to do something that night originally together. So we had a sitter, and he was like, just keep the sitter and do something you want to do. And guess what I wanted to do? Go to dinner by myself, have a glass of wine by myself. Is that weird? And then I ended up not actually going to dinner, but I just sat in my bedroom by myself and read books and drank a glass of wine. And it was amazing. Is that weird? No.
It's a little weird when another woman's taking care of your kids right next to the room.
Is it?
You should have gone out.
Well, I guess I don't have any friends that want to do
A screaming Mimi refers to a German military gun used in like World War II.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. So you really want to ditch your family and have personal, quiet Roxanne time? Look at the phones. Every line is jammed.
Not all the time. Obviously, I spend a ton of time.
Last weekend, you hermited? You hermited?
Yeah, and then after I had a couple glasses of wine, then I felt more social. So then I went out and visited with my children and my sitter, and it was a lovely Friday night.
Hey guys, fancy seeing you here. You guys come here often?
I feel like $1 million right now.
And it was so relaxing because she was watching the kids.
I just read this novella and polished off 2 bottles of red wine. Hey.
Reading books in bed and drinking wine. What the heck is wrong with that? My kids.
Who wants to sit on Mama's lap?
Did you also shoot up meth for the first time?
Yeah, that was a really exciting part.
Let's go to phones on this. Jackie is in Jacksonville first up. Hi, Jackie. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How are you, MJ?
We are well.
Good. Yeah, I did like Mother's Day, but my mother died May 12th of 2017, so that's the day that she died.
I'm sorry.
And I also have, what's that?
I just said I'm so sorry for you.
Oh, thank you, Roxanne. And my son.
No, that was Froggy.
Me, so.
No, I'm kidding.
It's okay. I just, with my son not talking to me and my mom having passed away, I'm kind of boycotting Mother's Day this year.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to try to have a nice day, but, what can you do?
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, that just totally put the kibosh on the whole segment. I mean, Fester's got a face of horror.
I mean, this
yeah.
didn't exactly.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Jackie,
hey, she's part of the conversation.
Or Jackie, maybe
great.
you just accelerate the healing process and just kind of, instead of like wallowing, maybe just try to get over it, get past it.
What?
What part? On it.
What part?
I mean,
okay.
My husband's really good about making the day nice for me, so I think it'll be okay.
Thank you, Jackie.
You should probably get a therapist,
Thank you.
Jackie.
All right.
Wait, what's wrong with you two?
Get over it.
She just caught.
I encourage therapy. I didn't say get over it. Between my son not talking to me and my mother who died how long ago?
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
I thought it was last year, but maybe I'm
No,
wrong.
it was. I think it was last year.
Yeah, so your grief is a long process.
Yeah, that's right.
Melody, got a little melody in my head. Odessa and Melody, you're up. Hi, Melody.
Yes, hello, good morning, guys. How are you all?
We are well. Go ahead.
Yes, well, I'd rather just get away because to me, I mean, for all the mothers who have lost their mom, okay, you have your condolences. That's sweet to celebrate their life, right? But in the same token, it's just work with the kids and the husband. You got to work. You still got to get the kids ready. You still got to prep the reservations or whatever. The point is, it's just work, and we just want to get away where there's no talking, where we could just have maybe a glass of wine and just enjoy the day of not being a mom.
Sounds like you need to climb in bed with Roxanne. Is what it. That's what it sounds like to me.
It's like taking a day off of being a mom.
All right.
Melody is singing my tune.
Thank you, Melody. Have a great Mother's Day weekend. That just opened up a line, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. There just is a little bit of a trend of some mothers just don't want to be near the kids and the family on Mother's Day. They just want solitude and quiet. They want to check out and go into a hotel room by themselves. Tracy, and so if you have any thoughts on this, 800-990-1047. Tracy in Clearwater. Hi, Tracy. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Tracy. Go ahead.
So I am a newer mother. My little one is 3. But so Mother's Day is exciting, but I do love a day away from the little one. I also have 3 stepkids, too.
All right, but on Mother's Day or just a different day away?
I would do any day. If Mother's Day was the day.
How about your kid's birthday?
No, not my kid's birthday.
Okay, all right.
I need an escape.
A nice day away is good. Every mother needs that, especially if they're the default parent. So, having a day to just gather your thoughts, like Roxanne said, just to do whatever it is. Have a glass of wine, read a book. If it happens to be on Mother's Day, that's okay.
Drink some rubbing alcohol like Kitty Dukakis.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I spend plenty of time with them all the time, so one day won't be bad.
Thank you, Tracy. Look at this. The number of mothers calling in that like the day away concept.
And they all just want wine.
Yeah.
Great.
Kinal, Wesley Chappell, MJ Morning Show super fan, regular caller. Good morning. Welcome back.
Hi, guys. So, MJ, me and my mom friends over here in Tampa area, we did this a few years ago. We went away the Saturday right before Mother's Day. We went to the Vinoy, stayed the whole day there, spent the night, went out, had a nice time, relaxing time by the pool, did a nice dinner, night out, and then the next day we met up with our kids and our husbands at the beach. So the Mother's Day itself we spent with our kids, but we enjoyed that time to ourselves so much, where we weren't being nagged with, Mom, where is this? Mommy, can I have this? Mommy, can we do this? Mommy, can we do this? It's just a peaceful time for moms that is necessary.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks for the call. I mean, every line is jammed. How about Jessica and Valrico? Jessica, Mama Jessica, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I have a really different feeling on this. I love my kids. I think that that's the most amazing thing that I have in my life. Or my husband.
I agree with that. I think, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
I want to enjoy every second with them. Like, I even stress myself when I go to work. I want to stay with them. So Mother's Day for me is the best day in the year.
See, look at this. So it's the opposite now than what these other women are saying. So, Jessica, how old are your kids?
My son is turning 14 on Saturday, so tomorrow, and my daughter is 8.
Oh, that's nice. So your son is 14, day before Mother's Day. Yeah, don't abandon them for the weekend. Jessica,
do what you want.
Jessica, I love your accent. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Uruguay.
Oh, fantastic. I'd like to get is that the Montevideo?
Yes, correct. That's the capital. That's where I was born. I was born. Yes.
Yeah, I want to go to Montevideo. Maybe you can give me some restaurant tips. Hey, Jessica, thanks for calling in. I highly appreciate it. Great accent. Eliza is in Tampa. Eliza, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, you guys rock. Thanks for having me. This weekend, I got to work my butt off 12 to 14 hours Friday, Saturday. I'm in St. Pete. I'm staying over Saturday, St. Pete. I'm having a mother's holiday and going to float in a pool at a downtown St. Pete hotel that has an awesome pool bar. It has a DJ, and I'm hanging out. My girls are teens. Every year they make me things and everything. Since I'm already away, I said, is it cool if I go and hang out? And
hold on, your girls are teens. They're making you things. What are they doing? Palm prints and paint on construction paper? What are they making you?
How about tuna melt sandwiches?
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, so it's nothing to do with tempura.
Oh, I'm starving.
Nothing to do with tempura paints. All right. Eliza, great story. Thank you for listening.
Mother's holiday. Happy Mother's Day. Peace.
Peace out. Look at that.
Peace out.
Hey, Andrew, just let me grab just a handful more here because we got to move on. We got a lot of stuff on a Friday. I hate leaving good stuff on the table, so I got to accelerate here. Stephanie in Apollo Beach, MJ Morning Show, Mother's Day. Where do you stand?
So mine's a little embarrassing because 2 years ago I decided to invite my mom to the first time we would ever be together by Mother's Day, just the two of us. We left grandkids and kids behind, and then last year I decided to go on vacation completely by myself. I did not tell my husband. I did not tell my kids. I left and went to Europe.
Oh, my gosh.
The whole, you went just to Europe by yourself?
I went to Europe by myself.
And they
it was
didn't.
the best thing.
They didn't know you were going. So how did they figure out? Like when you know what happens if you don't tell someone you're going to Europe?
I was going on a business trip.
But then if he called your cell phone, then it would be like
no. Eventually, it was like gig is up. I'm not where I said I was going to be, but yeah, I felt guilty for about 12 hours, and then I decided I had to put myself first. Mental health. It was all about mental health, and I love my children, but they're teenagers, and my husband, and they were driving me bananas. And
you went to Europe.
It was a matter of
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was an adventure. Mother's Day gift ever to myself.
Wow,
good for you.
It's not like you went to Siesta Key or something.
No,
you went to
no. I went to Europe.
Where in Europe did you go?
I can't say because I don't want to out myself on the radio.
Hold on.
More and more interesting.
You're going to name a country. How is that going to out yourself?
Well, because people know that it. Yeah. Anyhow,
you went to Paris, didn't you?
Something happened there.
No, I went to my dream destination, my bucket list place.
Okay.
Would you get high in
Krakow, Poland? Where did you go?
Right, yeah.
Tunisia.
I went to Greece.
Okay.
Oh, you just outed yourself. Oh my God! Everyone knows who you are.
You went to
Greece.
Oh no!
Greece is the word, right?
Those Greek men could be overwhelming.
Boy,
I got chills.
You're multiplying,
and I'm losing control.
What's the matter, Fast?
It's the best thing ever. Best thing ever. I totally think that whatever makes you happy. It doesn't matter if you're with your kids or if you need to get away.
It's electrifying.
And now you live in Apollo Beach. Apollo, like the Greek god.
Stephanie, thanks for the call. Have a great weekend. All right, let me
this
grab.
whole segment's kind of disintegrating.
No, this segment's great. All right, last call. Last call for alcohol. Annette in Port Richey. Annette, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Hey, Annette, real quick. Do you know, before you start, Annette, did you know that we're giving away $40,000 in cash starting on Monday morning?
Yes, I do.
All right, get ready. It's the MJ Morning Show Cash Heist brought to you by Lucan's Liquors and Wines and Spirits and the Kemp Law Group. All right, Annette, what's your story? You got the final say here.
Okay, when my kids were small, I always wanted them to give me breakfast in bed and spend the whole day with them. But now they're all married, and they'll come with flowers. Even my grandkids are teenagers now. So they'll come with flowers for 5 minutes, and then they start their life and they go on. So now I've started spending Mother's Day with my daughter.
What, you got a little breaker 19 going on here? What's going on with the phone? All right, go ahead.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
And so I go out with my daughter. We spend the whole day. We'll go to lunch. We'll go on the beach. We'll, it's Mother's Day. So it's for us to relax and regroup and just have a mental break. Plus, it's my anniversary weekend, too, which always falls next to Mother's Day.
Oh, wow.
So my anniversary is Saturday. So I kind of get like cheated if I go out one day.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of like people that have their birthday on Christmas or something.
Yeah, that's Doug.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Hey, Annette, have a great weekend. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, whatever it is. Happy anniversary, happy mother, everything. Thanks for listening, Annette.
Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to everyone.
All right, there you go. I thought that segment was great. What, old sourpuss Fester over here.
It was great.
Every segment sourpussism.
It was great until she said I went to Greece and you two busted out into song.
I got chills.
Beauty school dropout.
Beauty school dropout.
She could have said any other country. Greece.
It's the word.
Greece is the word.
Is it?
This is a boneheaded move. If you own a restaurant and a customer leaves their credit card at the restaurant, did you see the picture I posted with Luigi from Trattoria Pasquale? Did you see the picture I posted like, I don't know, a month, 2 months ago?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he what?
I said, no, I don't remember
Well,
that.
it's on my Instagram.
All right.
If you go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram, Luigi from Trattoria Pasquale on South West Shore, he got me a block of Tuscan pecorino. And I use a pecorino. Usually I use a Sardinian pecorino to make my cacio e pepe. And he got me this really good Tuscan stuff. I mean, really good cheese. And so I went to pick it up at the restaurant after the show, a month ago or whatever. And he had a stack of credit cards in his hand. I'm like, what the hell's that? And he's like, these are all the credit cards that people have left in the credit card holder. After they sign the check and they leave the credit cards. So I spread them all out. And I took pictures so I can get the numbers. No. We blocked, important information, but I just took this picture of like all of the credit cards that people leave behind. But this is an interesting story. In North Carolina, woman leaves a credit card behind and the restaurant tries to find her. So they post a picture of her credit card, front and back.
What
So you got the name, you've got the credit card number. On the back, you've got the little CVV code, and what's the 3-digit code? American Express is 4 digits. But they post her credit card on social media. It's like on their Facebook account. Hey, if you're so-and-so, you left your credit card. What could possibly go wrong? They post her credit card online on social media. Anyway, the woman, Rhonda Diva.
Come on.
Deaver, Deaver.
Right.
Rhonda Deaver is a regular customer at Smith's Cafe in Kinston, North Carolina. And now she's got this huge freaking headache. All these erroneous charges. People used her credit card information.
Yeah, sure.
That was posted online. And it's like, what? It's right there. There's the picture of Luigi. Right there. What imbecile would think that? I mean, I can see posting the credit card and like putting a Post-it note over the numbers and just showing the name. Hey, if you left your Capital One Visa, whatever the hell it is, it's not in my wallet. But but to post the front and the back, look at the picture I posted. So Fester went back to, what's the date on this?
I don't know.
Looks like March 12th.
Yeah, March 12th.
March 12th, I posted this picture of Chef Luigi from Trattoria Pasquale. And all these credit cards, American Express, you got the platinum card in here. You got Visa, MasterCard, American Express. And on the ones where you could see it, I took the little paint feature and I blacked out like numbers and some names if they were visible in the picture. And this restaurant in North Carolina posts the front and the back of the woman's credit card. Hey, if you're so-and-so, we got your credit card. Here it is. And people are just charging up all kinds of crap. So she's got to, go to the over $2,000 in charges that people bought crap on her credit card.
How is the owner of this cafe not saying, hey, we'll take care of it?
you have to dispute the charges. I mean,
Yeah, and technically, if the card is used, is that old thing that you're responsible for the first $50? Is that still a thing? Or I remember when I was much younger, that was like the deal. Oh yeah, if your credit card is used fraudulently, that you're responsible just for the first $50 in charges. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it was when I was much younger. I remember that. But I can't believe $2,000, over $2,000 in charges because there's this boneheaded restaurant. That's amazing.
Luigi's sitting here in front of 35 or 40 cars.
Yeah, it's an amazing picture. It's on my Instagram. Folks, if you don't regularly peruse, listen, if you've got hours to kill, just scroll my Instagram back to like 2012.
Yeah, do that. That sounds like awesome.
All right, so I'm Certified MJ Radio. If you don't follow me, give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio. That's my Instagram. Follow Roxanne Wilder. That's her name on Insta. Fester doesn't give a flying crap.
I don't care.
Don't
follow me.
His account is Fester Sucks.
Yeah,
that's true. Fester Sucks.
It is definitely true.
And then Froggy. You know what it ought to be? Fester is an angry, disgruntled, sourpuss butt face. That's what. That's
first of all, that seems like it would be a really long.
Is that
name.
too long?
Maybe. I mean, it sounds like it would exceed the limit of characters.
Wow, bringing back the butt face.
And then
Old school.
And then Froggy. What is yours now?
Froggy MJ Radio. The next 100 people to follow me get $1,000 each.
That is.
That's
What do you
awesome.
think? You're Mr. Beast all of a sudden?
Yes, that's right.
Oh man, I mean, stop. That's not
Mr.
true.
Mr. Boo.
That's not true. But we do give away $40,000 in cash only on the MJ Morning Show starting Monday morning at 6 a.m. So, hey, spread the word. Tell everyone you know. Tell all your family members. Tell your coworkers. Even if you got friends that don't listen to the show, well, we want to get them on. Listen, all you got to do is spend, a little time with this morning show, and people that are unaware of us are like, oh, my God, I love this show. Since COVID, I mean, so many people have come to Florida, and a lot of folks are new in town, and they haven't found our radio show. They don't know the history of the MJ and BJ show and the MJ Morning Show going back to 1994. And I get people that say, oh, my God, I just found your show. Thank you so much. Best thing I've ever. I moved from here. I moved from there, whatever. So, help us spread the word about the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. And we're giving away $40,000 in cash over 2 weeks, beginning on Monday morning at 6 a.m. Listen, every hour, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. hours, Monday through Friday, all next week. And the following week, another $20,000. So 20 plus 20 is 40. 40 winners, $1,000 a piece. Just listen. MJ Morning Show starts Monday morning here on Q105. Next week, the first week is sponsored by Lucan's Wine and Spirits. Listen, don't go to the big chains. Go to Lucan's. Great selection, great prices. It's a family-run company from right here in the Tampa Bay area. So Lucan's Wine and Spirits for all of your beer, your wine, your liquor, whatever you need. I love Lucan's. And then the following week is Stacy Kemp and the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. Who's giving me a hand? I got gang signs coming out of Fester. What are you trying to do over here?
Well, you moved on, but you said a couple of minutes ago about how when you listen to this morning show, or if you're new to the show, or if you have a friend who that doesn't listen, if they give us a week, a couple of days, they'll get hooked and become a fan of the show. Did I ever tell you about my friend who served 9 months in the Hernando Correctional Institution?
What?
Yeah. And he never listened to the radio show before he went away. But during his 9 months, I guess
Hold on. Why did you have a friend do 9 months in Hernando lockup?
Things. All right.
What kind of things?
A lot
happens.
A lot of things. Listen, but he spent 8 months at the Hernando Correctional Institution in Brooksville, and his cellie would listen to the radio show, and he's like, oh my God, I know that guy. And his cellie never believed him. So now he wants me to contact his cellie and say, hey, I actually know this guy. But he's like, I listened to your radio show the whole time I was away, and now he's a huge fan.
Awesome.
But it's
what
amazing
the hell was he in? Well, it was under a year, so he was in county lockup, so he didn't go to state prison. So he was in jail, not in prison.
They sent him to a state prison.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
he spent like 2 months in the Orlando transfer facility.
Really?
And then
what the hell did he do?
Things.
Come on, just tell me what he did.
I can't tell you what things.
Why can't you tell me?
There was nothing too bad because he was only there for like 9 months.
I mean,
it was pretty bad, but not too bad.
Why can you don't know? You barely know this guy. Why?
I know him pretty well. I know several people.
Come
in jail.
on, what did he do?
I know several people.
Give me a category. White collar crime?
No.
Did he steal like Ingersoll Rand compressors from a job site?
All right, ready?
What did he do?
Ready?
Yeah.
Make sound effects. You tell me what happened.
All right, go ahead.
Glug 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 glug. Vroom, vroom.
Oh, drunk. Oh my God.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Okay, that'll get
Drunk
you.
driving crash?
Yeah, like
No,
4
times.
Like 4 times he got DUI.
Oh, 4 DUIs?
Yeah, like maybe 5.
And probably driving on a suspended license and everything?
It was a mess.
Oh my God, really? And that bought him 9 months in prison?
But he's a fan of the show, so I guess it all worked out.
Please drink and drive responsibly, or
what?
Please drive. Please
take that whole thing back.
Please, let me do that again. Please drive responsibly, folks. All right. I just got my Tico bill in. Hang on a minute. That's not bad.
What's your Tico bill?
$578.81 this month. My neighbors are like $1,200-$1,300. I got a wire going to the neighbor's house. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not bad. Yeah. Oh, Chloe just sent me a text. She's watching us on MJTV right now. Hey, Chloe. Folks, you can watch the whole show in studio if you go to mjmorningshow.com, and at the very top nav bar, you'll see MJTV, and you can watch us live on TV between 6 and 10 a.m., and you can also just on demand. You can just go back and watch any of the shows. Go to mjmorningshow.com and click on MJTV. I got a question for you. What do you do if you're at a Subway sandwich shop? So Subway, and they don't give you enough ham on your sub. What do you do?
Oh, dude. I mean, to get a light meat. That's
yeah, light meat.
I'd rather get light lettuce.
Got light meat on your bun.
I like light meat.
What do you do?
Roxanne, do you like light meat?
I like light meat.
I don't like heavy
So
meat.
you don't like having a good chunk of meat on your roll?
It's okay. I'll just take a little bit.
So let's say you have buns, right?
Yeah.
So your buns.
All right, stop right here.
You would
All
want,
right, what do you do? What do you do if you don't get enough ham on your Subway sub? What do you do?
I really want to know about Roxanne and the light meat on her buns.
All right, what do you do?
You toss the place.
Well, you're close.
What do you do? You rage.
How about smash the worker in the eye behind the counter at Subway? Oh my God!
Ooh.
Yeah, this happened in Madera, California. Subway manager, you ought to see her face.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, if you want to Google this, just type in Subway manager gets punched in the face. Recovering from injuries, you ought to see the eye. It's like black and blue, like almost swollen shut. Subway manager recovering from injuries. Customer attacked her for not putting enough meat on his sandwich. The manager was smashed in the face and said the customer just escalated the situation beyond belief. Wrote on social, I did not expect this. He comes around the corner and I go, what are you going to do? Hit me over the ham? And then he hit her. He punched me. And all I can remember is just black. So she like blacked out. Look at her eye. Roxanne, take a look at this.
I'm looking. That's crazy.
This is over,
my eye's hurting.
This is over small meat.
Yeah, my eye's hurting thinking about that. Okay, don't you kind of get what you get and you're happy with it at Subway?
I can't believe you like small meat.
Well, I like
light meat.
light.
I'm sorry, light meat.
She likes it big.
All right.
She likes light meat.
No, don't you get what you get and you're happy with it at Subway, right? They peel the papers off and then they
No. Subway went to the fresh slicers.
I wasn't aware of that. It's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't been to Subway in a long time either, but they went to the fresh slicers, and I hear that they hate it. That
okay.
Yeah.
So now I guess there is some, I guess the guy had a point.
What do we get into? You don't hit because you're unhappy with your sandwich or quantity of product on it. You don't bash a fast food worker in the face and swell their eyes shut.
What I'm saying is before, when it was just rip and peel, and you had the set amount of meat. You couldn't argue with that as a customer.
It's
but
all
now
pre-portioned,
that
yeah.
it's human error, maybe she did lightly meat his sandwich.
You could argue if you've got.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but even when they were peeling at Subway, the meat was all portioned on the wax
Yeah.
paper or whatever it was.
It was already portioned.
It's still, if you didn't like the amount of meat you got, I mean, you still could complain back then if you thought the meat was light.
Of course.
So this is unscientific, but I feel like Subway workers catch a disproportionate amount of abuse because I think Subway's,
Because people think they're on the Subway?
Well, no, maybe Subway's a little bit of a, I don't know, lower end fast food restaurant. And
whoa, excuse me,
maybe.
Tom Brady's on the commercials.
I know, but
and you are.
Oh, but you're also face to face with the customer. Like you go to McDonald's, they don't make your food in front of you. You go to Burger King, they make it in the back.
Oh, so the
Right.
accountability.
But here, they're watching. I mean, Chipotle's like that, Moe's is like that, but I think that might be like a different grade of restaurant. But I think Subway workers catch a disproportionate amount of abuse.
Yeah, maybe so. All right, I want to play a quick blurb here. I want to play a couple of songs. Okay. And Froggy, if you could identify this band as quickly as you possibly can, or really anybody. All right, here we go.
All right.
All right, here's the band.
Creed.
What?
Creed.
Creed is correct.
I used to love talking up that song as that baby DJ.
Absolutely right. So that was Creed.
They're back.
Well, hold on. That's what the story's about. And then how about this?
They're good songs. You know who else is coming back?
Yeah. Well, hold it. Hang on.
Sorry.
Hey, don't ruin the bit here.
I
Hold
didn't
on
know
a
there was a
minute.
bit.
All right, hang on. Yeah, that's Sacrifice. All right, so I read that the most hated band in recent history is suddenly cool, and people are like liking Creed. First of all, I thought Nickelback was like the most hated band of all time.
Dude.
What?
They're coming back too.
Is that who you were about to say?
Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
What about
They played with Jelly Roll.
So what's going on here?
All these cheese bands are coming back.
But what about like a Smashing Pumpkins? Is that the same ilk?
No,
That's more alternative, good stuff.
No,
I
but-
like that.
Yeah, I like Smashing Pumpkins as well. But I didn't know that Creed was hated and made fun of.
I mean, listen to the guy. It sounds like he's on the can. I mean, it's not good music like
You mean
Nickelback.
like a blockage?
I mean, maybe he had a lot of cheese the day before. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know.
Need some Senecot.
I think these bands, they're cheesy, yet they're good. Like Nickelback's, if you listen to their album, it's good music and it sounds good. It's produced good.
Oh my God, rock music you'd actually understand the lyrics to. Oh, it's terrible.
I think people just got jealous of them.
But I read a whole story last night that the most hated band in recent history is suddenly beloved and even cool. Why is Creed like having this new renaissance where people are loving Creed? And now, for all you saying Nickelback's the same deal?
Yeah, I think both frontmen went through some hard times, some rough goes.
What was Chad's hard time? Marrying Avril Lavigne?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm just saying.
And speaking of
It's a
bands,
redemption story.
this is a whole different genre. But I saw that like Sebastian Bach, he was kicked out of Skid Row.
Oh, good.
And now he might be going back or is trying to get back into Skid Row.
Okay, without Sebastian Bach.
18 and Life. Remember Skid Row?
He looks
Roxanne,
like
do you know Skid Row?
I mean, I can't name a song of theirs off the top of my head, but I certainly know them.
Oh, dude, I just typed in most hated bands into Google.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a list?
And this is a pretty accurate list.
Let's go over the list.
Nickelback and Creed are both on there.
Yeah.
And this is in no particular order.
This is on Google. Fester typed in most hated bands, and Google returned a whole list.
Well, I disagree with some of these. I like Coldplay.
Let me do the list. Coldplay is the top. I like the Viva La Vida,
Me too.
Livin' La Vida, whatever. What is that thing?
it's Viva La-
Again, no particular order.
And hey, and they ripped that off from Satriani, didn't they? Right?
Did they?
Yeah. I think he won in a lawsuit. So most hated bands
That's
are
why they're hated.
Coldplay, Limp Bizkit,
They're back too.
Metallica? Why is Metallica hated?
This list is Metallica's beloved
You know
by
why?
people.
Because they're so commercial now. Real rockers think they're sellouts.
Fish.
Sellout stadiums. Fish is terrible.
Mumford and Sons. What are they? What?
Mumford and Sons is great.
What songs were big for them? Mumford and Sons. I know.
Lion Man.
What is it?
Lion Man?
Okay.
That's a song. That's a good song.
Wait a minute. Nirvana's on the list of
All right. This
of
is
hated
ridiculous.
bands.
This is a little much.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yes, I
The Eagles. What do you mean? Why would the Eagles be on this? This list sucks, Fester.
Listen,
the good list, Fester.
Hold on. This is what Google came up with, and there are different sections of people that hate each of these bands for some reason or another.
Hang on. This is a weird list. Then the next column is Dave Matthews.
Hate him.
Nickelback.
People hate him.
Oasis.
People hate them.
Korn.
Hate them.
Black Veil Brides.
Never heard of them.
I never heard of them. Radiohead. Of course, I've heard of them. Kiss. Why would Kiss be on the list?
Why would Kiss? Because they're an act with like grown ass elderly men wearing face paint,
And their music is mediocre.
with 13-inch stiletto shoes. It's super crazy.
But what about Gene Simmons' tongue?
Yeah, the best part about Kiss is the montage of Gene Simmons falling over on stage.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Paul Stanley using a walker. That's
Just him losing his balance in those
All right,
shoes.
next on most hated bands, as returned by a search on Google, Fleetwood Mac. Who hates Fleetwood Mac?
I don't hate Fleetwood.
I love
then
Fleetwood Mac.
the next column is Creed,
right?
Followed by Green Day.
Hate them.
Yeah, I'm down with
Yeah,
that. Oh, I like
Green
old
Day.
Green Day.
Hold on a minute.
They're so political.
You three hate Green Day?
I'm not a Green Day
I went to
fan.
go see Green Day. I went to go see the Kaiser Chiefs, which is a great band. Open up for Green Day, and I left after the Kaiser Chiefs.
The Kaiser Chiefs?
Oh, they're so good.
All right, let's see. Who else is on the list? U2 is on the list.
I disagree with that.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't love them though.
I saw them, and all he did was preach about politics.
You know what I think about U2? I think some of their songs that you don't hear on the radio are even better than the ones you do.
You mean the deeper cuts on
Yes,
the
the
album?
deeper cuts.
Thank you. Let me give you
Thank
the
you.
right.
Like Give me the right
Let me give you the right.
verbiage.
Let me give you the right jargon.
Give me the jargon for the radio business.
Oh, Maroon 5 is on the hated band
I
list.
hate them. I hate Maroon 5.
Bob Dylan.
I hate Bob Dylan.
Oh, Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle hates Bob Dylan.
I never got it.
Hate him.
My God.
He's a poet.
You know what? Michelle would rather have a piece of rebar fly up on the interstate and pierce her brain than listen to Bob Dylan.
She's on the interstate right now.
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
I mean, I'm just saying
You're
she's
right.
driving to Orlando.
Hey, listen, remember those stories where like rebar goes through a windshield that pinned the guy's shoulder to the seat? Remember that? Like over in Palm Beach some years ago. All right, wrapping up the list. Guns N' Roses? Come on.
I'm very hot and cold with them because I love November Rain. I love Don't You Cry.
Whoa.
What?
What about the cover of Live and Let Die? Boom, boom.
It's okay.
I wish we'd let this band die.
Then wrapping it up, Black Sabbath.
Ugh.
I like Black Sabbath. I like Deep Purple. Luckily, Deep Purple's not. Na, 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 na. And then wrapping up the list, Insane Clown Posse.
You either love them or hate them.
Well, I'll tell you,
whoop.
yeah, you don't say anything bad about them because those
Juggalos?
those juggalos will come after you and they'll like rip your cat's head off or something.
Actually, they're a very peaceful group of people.
The Juggalos?
I know a few. Yes, the Gathering is a very peaceful event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 8:49. And this brings to a close another hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ Morning Show. All right, we have a whole hour to go here, folks. An hour straight ahead. I'm going to tell you right now, I think some of the best material of the day is actually coming up in the final hour. We got a lot. And then don't forget, we start giving away the $40,000. First thing Monday morning, 6 a.m. hour, the first grand could be in your hand with the MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist brought to you by Lukens. My name is Luca. We ought to do my name is Lukens. Hey, my name is Lukens. I live on the second floor. What do you think?
Do they have any two-story buildings?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
The one on Kennedy and West Shore. That one has you walk upstairs to the amazing wine room. Absolutely. My name is Lukens. All right. I wonder if they ever thought of that. All right. So we start giving away the money on Monday morning, 6 a.m., every hour, every day next week, and every hour, every day the following week. $40,000, folks. No one's done this in Tampa Bay radio. But guess what? We're doing it on the MJ Morning Show right here on Q105 Radio here in Tampa Bay. Spread the word to everyone that you know. Hey, so Chloe's boyfriend, Chet, is... MJ Morning Show on Q105. It starts Monday morning. We start blowing out $40,000 cash. The $40,000 MJ Morning Show money heist. And your chance to grab the loot. $1,000 a pop every single hour, every day next week. And if that weren't enough, we'll do it the following week. So 2 solid weeks, 20 grand a week, 40,000 total. Brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits and the Kemp Law Group. Monday morning, 6 a.m. Make sure you're here. That's when it all starts. And then every hour after that during the morning show for 2 solid weeks. I love this. A dude has raised $46,000. All right. What protests are going on right now around the country?
The schools.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's going on at the schools, Froggy?
You know what the protests are about?
Yeah.
What?
They're protesting, man. And it's just like, the thing about these protests are...
What are they protesting?
It's just they're out there and they're protesting life and how it's unfair.
What are they protesting at college campuses around the country?
I try to stick away from the serious news.
All right, so you've got the whole Israeli-Palestinian situation.
Yes, I know. I was going to say that.
And a lot of these schools, like Columbia, New York, they've let these students get away with murder. And in Columbia, like the damage that was done to what was one of the big halls, one of the big buildings, smashing windows, busting doors and everything. A lot of these folks, some of these, they were not even students. They're like outside agitators.
No ties to the school.
Yeah, there was like one of the guys was like a Cuban communist agitator who's like helping to foment the... Anyway, this is great. Listen to this. A student at the University of Pennsylvania got so fed up with the protests on the UPenn campus that he did a GoFundMe to raise money, has raised $46,000 apparently to annoy protesters with... Apparently, they're going to hire mariachi bands.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there's anything more annoying than a mariachi band.
They're awesome.
Imagine it. Hey, protesters. That'll run
more
right
chips,
off.
Please.
What?
I just ordered more chips.
Yeah, if you're in a Mexican-themed restaurant, a mariachi band is great. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You're protesting Hamas.
I just love the idea. Just annoy the protesters disrupting the campus with a mariachi band. Hey, don't do this. This is crazy. This guy's in trouble. This guy's daughter is in an Uber. The car comes to the house, drops the daughter off in front of the house like what an Uber does. The father comes out with an AR-15 rifle and shoves it in the driver's face.
Damn.
And the father's like, I didn't know who it was. Well, who's driving my daughter? Is she safe? What the hell? So we got this Florida father. This is up in the Panhandle in, oh, thank God you've answered.
What, Milton?
Yes, Milton, Florida.
It's a town. It's a real town, yeah.
Little town up in the Panhandle, Milton. Oh, thank God you've answered. Who are you, Uber driver? So, Florida father has been arrested, pulled an AR-15, pointed it in the face of the Uber driver who dropped off his daughter at the house. Sean Hollenbeck, 54, of Milton, was arrested, taken to jail on charges of false imprisonment, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This is back on May 4th, right before 11 o'clock. Uber driver arrived at Hollenbeck's home to drop off his daughter, and she was still in the vehicle when she saw her dad run up to the driver with an AR-15 and force the driver to the ground.
And she's like, Dad, I'm fine.
I don't know why anybody would be an Uber or a Lyft.
The
driver.
daughter said that Hollenbeck was driving, or was acting crazy, rather. So the daughter says Dad was acting crazy, waving the gun around. Deputy said that Hollenbeck pointed the gun at the driver's face and screamed at him to get out of the car. Daughter then scurried off inside the house. Get in the house! And the report says that the daughter had friends over at the home who also witnessed the incident.
Yeah, the dad didn't know where his daughter was.
Yeah.
He's freaking out.
Daughter's in an Uber. Some unsuspected guy's just trying to make a living driving Uber at night. The father with the AR-15 forces the Uber driver to show his driver's license, took pictures of the license and him, and then let him go. And then, of course, the Uber driver then calls the cops and said, listen, I just had a maniac rip me out of the car, pointed AR-15 in my face, wanting to know where his daughter was. And then the father said, yep, I did it, and said, quote, he was afraid for his daughter's safety and didn't know who she was with.
He's a good dad.
Or that she had left without permission. Anyway, he was booked into the Santa Rosa County Jail and then released after posting bond. Wow, that's
good fathering.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's really some good fathering. Hey, you want to hear about some good mothering?
Yeah, we love it.
Woman from California attacked her 2-year-old daughter on a flight from Mexico to Seattle. This happened last week. Was kicking and backhanding the little girl mid-flight and shaking the girl like a rag doll on a United Airlines flight from Mexico to Seattle.
I hope somebody got involved.
Yeah, right?
I mean, how could you not?
Oh, my. Brianna Mistler, 33 years old. Take the kid away from her.
What's the matter with you?
She's from Sacramento, but she was flying to Seattle. Charged with child endangerment. She allegedly screamed, "Shut the F up!" to the 2-year-old kid.
Oh.
I mean, on the airplane, abusing, hitting, kicking, shaking the kid like a paint shaker, telling the little 2-year-old to shut the F up.
Some people just shouldn't be like that idiot piece of crap that made his son run on a treadmill.
Oh my gosh.
Some people just shouldn't be parents.
Awful.
And then bit him in the head. What the hell?
So apparently, this Mistler, went crazy because the girl woke her up during the flight. Mom was dozing.
Oh, no. What are you going to do?
And also, this, as you can imagine, other flyers tried to get involved, and this led to a fight with other flyers who tried to protect the toddler from the mother's blows and shaking and kicking.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'd smack that woman.
So she's in federal trouble, obviously.
What a Mother's Day story. Jeez.
Yeah, despite interventions from passengers, Mistler allegedly persisted in the abuse, according to the federal prosecutors up in Seattle. Mind your effing business, the mother screamed to the other passengers that were trying to intervene at 35,000 feet. Wow. That is nuts.
If they took up 2 seats
I'm sorry. I think I might have said United. It was Delta. So I apologize. It was Delta, not United.
If they took up 2 seats, any word on who the guy was or person was that had that third seat in that row?
I have no idea. Why? I don't think I didn't hear anything about the row or the seats.
I don't know. Who's asking?
Where's that coming from?
What a dumbass question.
Imagine if you were on the flight. Imagine if you were on the flight and you were the third person in that row.
All right.
And?
Nothing. You sit there and watch a kid get smacked around.
Customs and Border Protection officers moved in and held Mistler as soon as the plane landed at SeaTac, Seattle-Tacoma. Noticed her daughter had bruises on her eye.
Oh, poor thing.
Jeez.
Bruises on her shoulder and forearm, according to reports. Wow. Oh, and then Mistler told the authorities, "Oh yeah, those bruises came from a dog.
Yeah,
a week earlier." Anyway, the FBI and the Port of Seattle police, they now have the investigation. She's been charged with federal misdemeanor assault charges. Even by the horrific standards of child abuse cases, this is shocking, according to federal prosecutors in a criminal complaint up in court earlier this week in Seattle. It's also the second time in 6 months that Mistler was charged with endangering a child. Oh, my God, take the kid away.
I don't understand. Maybe I'm a pushover dad, but I've never smacked my kids.
You're not going to believe this. This woman.
I smack him every day.
Get out of here.
I smack the hell out of
Come
Hudson.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
God. No, you
Why
don't.
would you say that? It's
yeah.
Dude, there's something wrong with you. I'm telling you. All right. So she's been busted recently. This Mother's Day Mother of the Year, Brianna Missler, 33, she allegedly brought her little daughter as she burglarized her mother's home and slashed mom's tires back in December.
Can you really burglarize your mother's home?
This woman's a treat.
Of course you can.
Anyway, Child Protective Services took custody of the kid in Seattle, and they're going to send the girl to live with a relative, post-arrest, and while this whole thing is sorted out. Yeah, a judge remanded Missler because she had committed the assaults in front of so many people on a lengthy plane trip. And so they've got her locked up. She's due back in court on the 16th, so that'll be, next Thursday, right?
Yeah.
I'll set a calendar reminder.
Did you say you have a web photo of her mugshot?
I never said that. You're hearing voices in
No,
your
I said,
head.
did you?
Oh,
No, you didn't.
No,
You didn't.
I did not say that.
No, I want to see a picture of her. I want to see if Brianna Missler, red beans and rice, did miss her. I don't know why this is the time of the show. Rap lyrics start to invade my head.
Why don't you and Fester go into a studio across the hall, and you guys can have your little LSD meltdowns in there, okay?
That'll be fine. You can read more stories about kids getting smacked around on planes.
All right. And then this is another insane story. Grandpa left a 7-year-old with a homeless woman so he could go drink at a bar.
All right, that's funny.
That's not funny.
Yeah. I found no humor in the last story, and I only find humor in this story.
$20.
$20. That's good.
The grandfather gave the homeless person $20 to watch the 7-year-old while he went drinking at the corner watering hole. Yeah, this is also this is Sacramento again. What's going on? What the hell's going on in Sacramento? I got Missler. Now I got this grandfather.
Sacramento's really a dump.
It is.
I mean,
really?
It's the state capital of California.
Sacramento, Stockton, those areas are dumps. I mean, listen, Sons of Anarchy. You saw what they tore up that place up there, right? Up in Jack's, all that crazy stuff. Anyway, the grandfather was intoxicated highly and just dumped off the grandson with a homeless person and said, "Hey, here's $20. Watch the kid."
Anything happen?
No.
What's wrong with this? Why did the guy get arrested? You hire a babysitter, so they happen to be homeless.
Child endangerment charges.
Oh, come on.
It's like that movie St. Vincent.
It's not like he left the child alone. He hired a homeless one.
Andrew, it wasn't employing a regular babysitter. It was like an unknown homeless person. Hey, watch the kid for a little bit. I'm going to go drink.
Half the parents out there hire unknown kids.
Oh, my God. Really? So Jason Warren was arrested in Sacramento. Police responded to a 911 call from someone who said they spoke to a man walking around the parking lot of the Cinders Bar, pleading for help to find the girl. The homeless person took the girl. The girl was found. Anyway, 911 was called. The sheriff's office up there, they put up helicopters, drones, canine units for a search. 30 minutes later, police said the homeless woman heard an announcement over a nearby PA system about the search and then brought the girl back to the bar parking lot.
I hope the homeless person is not in trouble in all this.
I don't think so. Yeah, the woman took the girl to her camp.
Yeah.
Seriously,
You learn a lot of fun things.
The
in the camp.
woman took the girl to her homeless camp to give her food. Sounds like a very nice homeless lady.
I mean, this person sounds like they really lucked out by hiring this
Now
homeless
that
person.
over there, his
Right.
legs are being eaten by flesh-eating bacteria.
And,
right there.
the homeless woman with the $20 bought 29 cans of cat food at Dollar General.
She taught her how to cook on an open 55-gallon drum fire.
All right, 9:17 at the MJ Morning Show is where, man, I'm going through just the good stuff that I don't want to leave on the table. I hate going home for the weekend and, man, all this great stuff that we didn't get to.
Yeah.
It's pretty obnoxious. Saw an item where a bride-to-be's all ticked off because one of the guests, they added like people to the RSVP. What do you do when that happens,
Like you get invited and you say MJ plus 12?
Yeah, so I'm looking at the RSVP form and it has the names and then there's like a box you check, either joyfully accept or regretfully declines. And then at the bottom it says we have reserved blank number seats in your honor. And the person added to the 4 reserved seats plus baby. Who really? That's obnoxious. So the bride's all ticked off that, and put this up on social media.
That's
Reddit.
not terrible.
Yeah.
If you have a baby, you bring the baby. Listen, it's not like they invited every cousin. Listen, that's why I don't invite Froggy to things. He has like 2,000 cousins in this town.
Yeah, you bring me, I'm bringing everybody. That's right.
I have a funny thing. I went to a wedding one time in New York, and it was just an invitation just for me. I wasn't in a serious relationship at the time, so it was just me. And then I went to New York with another couple.
All right.
We all went to go to this wedding together. So it would have been the 3 of us, right? Well, he brought his bodyguard. So then it was the 4 of us.
Bodyguard?
And then people thought,
What?
I know people at the wedding thought that I brought this extra guy. How rude of me to bring this extra guy. Roxanne RSVP'd for 1. She was only given 1 invitation, but now I have this extra person with me.
But I've heard from many people that, they consider you invasive and that you're a real take advantage of her.
That's me.
Yeah, you're a real take advantage of.
Okay, truth is, I found the guy on a street corner in New York, and I said, come to this wedding with me.
There you go.
Caught me.
Yeah. And then on the bottom, they wrote, don't worry about blank that's crossed out. With his celiac disease, he'll eat before the wedding.
Yeah, that's great. So it's not like you have to pay for another serving from the caterer.
So they're a little angry. Man, this is awful. I don't know. Why would... I got to question this police department. But an Ohio SWAT team from an Ohio police department apparently bought bogus body armor from China that would not protect the officers if they were shot at.
How'd they figure that out?
Oh, my God. Listen, the Department of Homeland Security, they've launched an investigation. They discovered that an Ohio police department had bought counterfeit body armor made in China for use for their SWAT unit. We were notified by the Department of Homeland Security that the plates that we had were some of those plates that were found to be counterfeit, and as a result of that, we need to replace them.
Oh, dude, look, I just typed in bulletproof vest and Temu.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think they must have bought their tactical SWAT gear on Temu.
You can buy it for $17.48.
Oh, I'm sorry. On what is it?
Temu. Yeah, I don't even know.
Temu or Temu, whatever it is. I mean, folks, don't buy that crap. But how sick is that you would sell counterfeit body armor that is life-saving equipment and it doesn't live up to the standards?
Yeah.
But why would they be buying from a Chinese company? I don't understand that.
That's like the one time in high school I poked holes in my buddy's condoms.
Oh,
How is that the same?
Anyway, it's
almost the same if you think about it.
It was because the counterfeit body armor, they might get holes in their body because of you. All right, so it was Akron, Ohio. The Akron, Ohio Police Department. That's great for the SWAT team and the cops to realize they're buying Chinese cheap stuff.
I assure you it's not the worst police story I'm processing today.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. The final segment of the week. And additional details on the $40,000 with the MJ Money Heist that will start blowing out Monday morning on the way. And the final moments of this radio program for a Friday next. Don't miss it. Here on Q105. I wonder if Michelle and Julian can still hear us. I wonder if we're still in range on the FM signal on 104.7 FM, or they can always stream us if they're at a range. Yeah, hope they're enjoying that drive on I-4 to Winter Park to help Chloe's boyfriend Chet move into his new apartment. That's what I want to do on a Friday.
Yeah, where's Chet's parents today?
Yeah, that's a good question. All right, anyway, so, Festa, thanks for the write-in this morning. I appreciate it. Because, listen, we still have one car. Michelle's got the SUV. We've got one car. You know, I keep saying, Michelle, I want to get a new car. I want to get and she's like, we don't need it. You go to work at 5 in the morning. You're home just after 10. For the rare times that we need another car, I'll use an Uber. And listen, from a fiscal standpoint, she's right. I mean, we're saving, hey, listen, car insurance these days, it's like $4,000 a year. We're getting slammed. We're getting hosed. We're getting tailpiped up, though, you know what, with the insurance rates. And, the homeowner's insurance, the car insurance, worse than the country, or certainly among the worst in the country. I mean, we've got more. Our car insurance is more expensive in Florida than if you were like in some crack zone in Chicago. Seriously.
Oh, you live in a crack zone in Chicago. We have a special discount for you. Hey, Flo, we have really good news. MJ lives in a crack town.
I want to buy a new car, what the hell was that?
Jeez, Froggy,
turn your headphones down.
Golly, I'm deaf. Sorry.
Dude, your headphones are cranked all the way up, and you're opening them up to put them on your head. And
I hit them with my knee or something.
Right in front of the microphone.
My ears hurt.
My God, you're killing us over here.
Sorry.
Where was I?
Something about you living in a crack town?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the write-in.
Oh,
you want a new car?
Because I'd like to get another car, and Michelle's like, we don't need one yet. We don't.
Give me a break. How long are you gonna rely on Fester?
I don't know. So, listen, Fester drives me in once every 2 months, maybe.
No,
it's not often.
The way they're lopping heads around here, it could be any day.
Listen,
gotta buy a new car. Fester caught the axe.
There's a new BMW M5 coming out in the fall, but too heavy. I had like 8 or 9 M5s, and the new car is going to be like 1,000 pounds heavier because
What does that matter?
Well, because it's got batteries now. They're doing a hybrid.
So my truck has batteries.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't want a plug-in hybrid vehicle. So I'm sorry, M5. I'm out. And
Get yourself a nice Saturn.
5,400 pounds. That's too heavy. Car was like 4,000 pounds, 4,400. Now it's going to be 5,400 pounds. Just too damn heavy. I don't want plug-in hybrid. I want a big fat V8, maybe twin turbo.
Why don't you get a Cybertruck and drive it around town?
Hey, speaking of Elon Musk, did you see that the guy that got the first Neuralink chip in his brain that's malfunctioning?
Oh, please. His brain is not malfunctioning. Not malfunctioning. What do you mean?
Malfunction.
Define malfunction.
Yeah, what's
Please,
going on?
define malfunction for me, Elon Musk. What happened? I blacked out for a second.
Listen to this. Elon Musk's brain chip startup said Wednesday that its first ever implant has malfunctioned.
It happens to the best of them. Please, it happens to me. I have the same chip.
Neuralink's brain-computer interface, known as the BCI, was implanted into a 29-year-old's brain, patient Nolan Arbaugh, back in January. The chip is designed to help patients with paralysis. Listen, it has like good intentions, but are you really going to let Elon Musk's company, like, you're the first person to get the, come on. I know that someone's got to be first. But still,
why would they find a guy on his deathbed or something?
They say it's malfunctioning. It uses electrodes and threads to gather data about the brain's activity. Last month, Neuralink live streamed a 9-minute video of Arbaugh showing how the technology worked. He was seen playing video games and explained that he was simply imagining the cursor moving where he wants it to go, and it does.
That's right. It's a very powerful chip.
But apparently, the chip is malfunctioning inside this 20-something-year-old's brain right now.
It's just something that you deal with. I deal with it almost daily. It's very easy to deal with.
Oh, man. I gotta do a shout out quickly.
Oh, do you?
Oh, we love shout outs.
I got a text from Kirby.
Kirby
is
what
the.
was that? What? We're doing a shout out. What are you doing?
Oh, we're supposed to go Kirby.
No, the shout out is not for Kirby. Kirby alerted me to the shout out.
We have to do a shout out because a guy named Kirby's asking you to shout out
It's
somebody?
Kirby, Cake Girl Kirby, right? By proxy.
Yes,
shout out.
It's Kirby. You know what? I have an idea, by the way. I don't want to say anything.
I thought you meant like the vacuum Kirby.
No. I don't want to tip anything off here, but I just thought of something.
Okay.
All right. So Kirby is the husband of the Cake Girl.
Right.
Yes.
Best cake producer on the planet. Unbelievable cakes. The Cake Girl.
Hey, this is Kirby. Can you say hi to Angie in our frosting department?
No, and it's not that.
Oh, okay.
So Kirby just texted me, just left Northdale Cleaners. The guy said they love listening to your show. They have for years. They play it in the stores and also in their vans. So shout out to Northdale Cleaners up in Northdale, up in North Tampa up there.
You know what's so funny, MJ? During the last commercial break, I was in the poor excuse for a kitchenette that we have here, and Rudy, the studio genius who builds radio studios all around Tampa Bay.
We've known Rudy for years.
Yeah.
He's
done stuff in my house. My old house.
Rudy has built, like most of the studios, a lot of the construction at our old place on Gandy. Now, Rudy's over here helping us on our studio redesigns.
Very good fisherman.
And folks, I'm telling you right now that we are seeing activity. We are on the way to getting our new studios. So hopefully by the end of the summer, we'll be in a brand new MJ Morning Show place of a studio. If the company would just send a check to Wheatstone so we can get our consoles off of the loading dock.
That might help.
Yeah.
End of the summer sounds soon. That's impressive if that happens.
That's not gonna happen. I see Rudy.
We've got to pay for the equipment. We got to get it down.
Is that
here.
part of the deal?
Yeah, we got to get the new equipment down from North Carolina. Got to write a check.
Maybe we get it boosted.
Yeah.
Maybe go over there.
That's
with
been
a truck.
sitting on the loading dock for like weeks. We got to write a check.
Let me run up there with the two college brothers truck, and I'll get it for you.
There you go.
Anyway, no, I saw Rudy in the kitchenette, and he said he went to the new the raceway on Gandy Boulevard. kind of by Channel 10.
Yeah, that used to be Racetrack.
And now it's a Raceway.
Is it the same company?
I don't know.
That used to be Racetrack with like yellow and red, and now it's like all blue with a different name. Racetrack versus Raceway.
So he said he went to the Raceway and
just don't go to racist.
Right.
All right. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't go there. All right. Go ahead.
So he's in the Raceway.
Yeah.
Who I'm sure are very nice, non-racist people.
Right. Oh, no.
And they were blasting the MJ Morning Show.
That's
and,
great.
And Rudy's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go see those guys right now."
Yep.
And the lady was like, "Oh, but thank you for
the overnight person left this on. I hate this show. They're awful. Hate these guys. That MJ is a butt plug. You know.
Whoa. I'd listen.
All right. What else? Oh, I posted a classic video up on my Instagram. Did you see I posted the wall dwarf salad?
Dude, I haven't seen that video in years.
Oh, people are commenting. Look at Fester. Look how Fester looks so much younger.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a classic video of us putting Dave the Dwarf in a giant salad bowl and then building a salad around him and then pouring like ranch dressing.
Oh, I saw that. That was funny. That was hilarious.
Dave the Dwarf looked.
But then also it then goes into Dwarf in a tree. We put Dave.
That was my greatest idea ever.
We put Dave the Dwarf in a tree in downtown Tampa in one of the parks, and just so people
play that. Is my jingle in that?
I don't know.
It's a midget in a tree.
Hang on a minute. I don't know. Hey, fast forward, Fester.
I don't know how to fast
forward.
forward.
Hold on. Don't touch anything. Oh, you know what? I don't know if we can fast forward on the online version. No, only on the mobile version. What are you talking about? Yeah.
You do it, Froggy.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's a midget in a tree. What happened to that jingle? I got to find that. Yeah. Now it's broken. Yeah, maybe I can fast forward this on the app and I can just hold it up to the microphone.
What's the matter with Dave?
What do you mean?
Like now, is he okay?
No, Dave is in bad shape. Dave the Dwarf. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, we need to do a GoFundMe for him.
I haven't seen him online in a while or text. He hasn't text.
Let me see if I can find the midget in the tree. Dave the Dwarf's great.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. I think he thinks like Shorty Shane replaced him.
That's impossible.
All right, hold on a minute. Let me see. Remember we put him in the frozen food section. We put him in the freezer doors at a supermarket, and people are opening up the door, and Dave the Dwarf pops out. Or remember that?
He's just he's like behind the glass.
Who put him in there?
Oh, there's another one. We stuffed him in a Tampa Tribune newspaper box. We did that as well. The folks.
Was it a montage of Dave?
It is. It's a montage of crazy Dave the Dwarf stunts. So it's all on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio if you want to see some quality entertainment. MJ Morning Show. My Instagram, my personal Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. All right, the final items here on the show today. I'm going to save this for Monday because that warrants phone calls. This gets saved for Monday. All right, finally, I got a couple of Hollywood items here, maybe a couple of additional loose ends. Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber's wife, is pregnant.
The Biebs is going to have a babes.
Aw. No, you did it wrong. They're having a baby.
Oh.
Right.
Do you think Justin Bieber would make a good father?
Of course.
He seems like compassionate.
He's found Jesus.
Yeah. Hailey, she's pretty attractive.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
She's unreal.
Yeah, she's in good shape. So
be careful, Michelle might get mad.
Yeah, Hailey Bieber is pregnant with Justin Bieber and her first baby. Baby's on the way. They put the exciting news on Instagram yesterday. And
yeah, cute.
So baby on the way. Justin is 29 years old. Remember he was Remember he was like a 12-year-old punk running around?
Yeah, but usually, to Froggy's point, usually these stars, they age quickly, but I feel like he should be older than 29. I feel like he's aging slowly.
You know, it just seems like yesterday that he was in a creepy video with P. Diddy, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was, you know, you wondered, did P. Diddy pull any...
Of course he did, poor guy.
Yeah. Did Justin Bieber get, R. Kelly a little bit by, what if that's going to come out in the big event? Who knows what's going on? But listen, congratulations to Justin Bieber. And that's fantastic. Hey, you brought up Jelly Roll earlier in the show. Why'd you bring up Jelly Roll?
Froggy brought him up. Because Nickelback, apparently, according to Froggy, is with Jelly Roll. Is that right?
They perform together.
Oh.
So these guys are helping Nickelback come back. Nickelback.
Jelly Roll is ready to do another 5K run because he lost 70 pounds in preparation for this first 5K run.
Good for him.
So I guess he did finish, and now he's looking forward to the next race. And he did a little interview with TMZ, and he said, man, I'm looking forward to the next one. I lost 70 pounds. He said, quote, I truly have lost like 70 pounds getting ready for this. I've been training for a few days a week, pretty hard. It was rough. It was cool, though. And now he's thinking about another race.
So obnoxious.
But also, he lost 70 pounds, but still, he's
still a big boy.
He's still a big boy. I don't know what did he weigh? Before the 70 pounds, was he knocking on 400 or?
Dude, that guy's gonna drop dead on stage.
375. Oh, speaking of not dropping dead on stage, but I didn't get to this earlier in the week. Thanks for saying that because he's reminded.
No problem.
Me. Did you see Vince Neil from Motley Crue fell flat on his face? At
oh no!
What are you laughing at?
Did he pass out or something?
Did a Kelsey Grammer?
Oh dear Lord! Oh Lord! So Motley Crue lead singer Vince Neil, he fell head first in Atlantic City while doing a concert. Yeah, and this is like their first return show in a while, and he did a big giant face plant, and he was singing at the very beginning of "Too Young to Fall in Love."
To fall in love. That was a perfect song.
Too young to fall on your face, and Vince Neil is 63 years old, and he was like walking across the stage at the Hard Rock Live.
Hammered.
At the E-Test Arena stage. Yeah, and he just fell on his face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Yeah,
he sounds awful.
Reportedly bounced back quickly, didn't miss a beat, and then continued the performance.
I'm okay.
Yeah, they've been together for over 30 years, and they did what was their supposed final show. It's our farewell tour. We're done. And that was back in December of 2015. They announced their farewell tour.
Dude, have you seen The Fall? Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I watched it last night. But it's just
it's like a trip and stumble.
Yeah, you can go ahead and play. You can go ahead and play it. So you gotta unmute it. Yeah. Yeah, go back. Here we go. Yeah, it's rough. Look at this.
He's just walking. He got he tripped on the ramp. You know how the ramp comes down, tapers down? He tripped right on a 1-inch line.
That's so embarrassing.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he's running and there's a ramp coming down from is that near the drummer riser?
I guess so.
And then he tripped over the bottom of the ramp and he just takes a plow.
I love the running fall face.
He's because
he's trying to catch himself.
When you try to catch yourself and you start running, that increases
the force.
Dude, it does it. It increases the pounds per square inch of your hip.
Yeah.
And then hey, dude, he's 63. I mean, lucky he didn't break a hip.
It's not like he's 93.
Wild side, take a fall on the wild side,
If only the stage crushed his head like that other dude, Bret Michaels.
Come on.
That's the best video.
What do you have against Vince Neil from Motley Crue?
Oh, he stinks.
No, he doesn't. Stop it.
Do you ever almost fall and you don't actually fall, but you have to catch yourself so many times that you look insane while you're trying to...
It's those heels you wear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There you go. And with that, you got to roll. Oh, you know what else I saw? There's going to be an Office spinoff.
Yeah, it's at a fledgling newspaper in the Midwest.
Yeah, so there's going to be an Office spinoff. It was announced on Wednesday.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, is it going to be really politically correct?
It's an untitled new comedy.
The Orifice.
And apparently it's going to take place in a dying Midwest newspaper.
All newspapers are dying. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Midwest.
I don't know who the hell's... listen, I don't think that Michael Scott, I don't think Steve Carell's going to be in it.
No, all new guys.
Yeah.
What if they buy their paper from
hold
Dunder
on a
Mifflin?
second. Irish actor Dom Noel Gleason, Italian actress Sabrina Impacciatori, she's from White Lotus, will lead an ensemble cast. I don't even know who they are, but we don't know what's going to happen, whether there are going to be any appearances by Michael Scott, Steve Carell, or John Krasinski, or Jenna Fisher.
Unless
I think they've all moved on.
Unless they buy their paper from Dunder Mifflin, that's it.
Yeah. All right, we got to roll. 9:47 at the MJ Morning Show. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The Cash Kitty's back in 13 minutes. Your shot at $1,000 with the Cash Kitty. That happens at 10 o'clock in Minutes with Roxanne. And don't forget, we're starting to give away $40,000 in cash only on the MJ Morning Show beginning on Monday morning with the MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist. So we'll see you here at 6 a.m. Monday morning on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Have a great weekend, everybody, and let's be careful out there. And by the way, the money heist is brought to you next week by Lucan's Wine and Liquors, Spirits. Lucan's does a phenomenal job. And then the second week's going to be brought to you by the Kemp Law Group. And now I can say, let's be careful out there.
The Q105 app is your connection to